Hello everyone, welcome back to Abstract Medicine. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening and good night, wherever you are tuning in the world. Thank you so much for joining. So this is going to be a collective reading, but I will timestamp each zodiac sign. So definitely check your sun, moon and rising sign. If it's regarding love, definitely check your Venus placement as well. And let's just get into it. So this is going to be the first part of the reading. It's going to be the collective general reading for what's going to be happening between now and the end of November. We're going to pull out a general card from the Mystical Healing Reading Cards by Ines Segal, and then we will go deeper into each zodiac sign when it comes up. This is not going to be in chronological order according to the astrological chart, but it's just going to come up when it comes up. I will timestamp it. So listen to the first part and then go to your timestamp: Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Okay, so let's get started. So for the general collective, we have Mystical Healing Cards by Ines Segal. What's the general message for the collective between now and the end of November? Hopefully you can't hear that. There's a really high-pitched sound occurring next door on the street, actually. Some interference. Okay, so the card we have is It's a No. Okay, so it's a no. Okay, interesting card. So there's a lady here who sat on a wooden plinth in the middle of the ocean, and it's like she's been stranded there for quite some time. That's what I'm picking up on. She also has, she might be a scribe. She might be writing about her feelings, her emotions here, particularly with lots of water. And she's had to maybe say no to someone or be more assertive. And in order to understand this truth within herself, she's had to be in the middle of the ocean, away from everyone, away from people, and experience this blue period of emotion, like sadness and grief possibly, so that she could actually really understand what it is that she wanted and knowing the art of being assertive. So it's a no. So she may have rejected someone, she may have had to say no to someone, she may have heard some news. This does not have to be a female or a male, doesn't matter in terms of your gender at this point. But this person, you know, she's, and it's funny because I've actually got blue paint on my hand here from earlier. I was just doing some watercolor sketching. Yeah, she may have heard some news from someone else that it was a no, and she may have felt rejected here. She feels, she looks like she's been crying, and she looks like she's been sad and solemn for a while, and it just looks like I just heard she's had enough. Oh, 1 second. The doorbell rang, so I had to answer it. But yeah, maybe, you know, I always see these as synchronicities as well, you know, when the phone rings or the doorbell rings too. You know, maybe there's been an announcement, there's been some news, and someone's answered the call or the door even, and the message was no. You know, and it was maybe a message of no, send back to sender, or no, I do not want these energies anymore, no, I do not want you to contact me anymore, send back to sender, you know. And this is something that this person has had to kind of mind map. I'm hearing they've had to really look into their soul, yes, but also use some creative sort of imagination and really think outside of the box here. We have lots of triangles and angles here. You know, it's sort of studying the details and things. And I feel like you, collective, you as a plural, you've had to go into hermit mode for quite some time, maybe even become single or abstain from sexual activities, or whether you are in a relationship or not, in order to really reclaim your power, I'm hearing. And as how this woman is turning towards the viewer, it's she's got a very solemn expression on herself. As I said before, she has a ring on her index finger, and it's on her right side, so she's had to learn how to, as I said before, say no. She's learned how to be assertive and use her power and her strength in order to transcribe what she's been feeling, with the sort of scribbles here, or the glyphs that she's been, interpreting, maybe spiritually speaking, but emotionally, maybe it's quite difficult for this person or you, collective, to express yourselves, what's going on inside of you, emotionally speaking. This could also be someone else that you're dealing with who finds it very difficult to express their emotions. So that's kind of the overall energy for between now and November. But I do feel like, she's had to be a warrior for quite some time. She's got like an arm cuff there. I feel like she's connected with other goddesses, other females, other divine feminine powers. And this could also be saying no to an old tribe and yes to a new one. Just because it says no here, it doesn't mean that it's bad. I think that this had to happen. Number 16, let's have a look at the tarot. So number 16 in the major arcana is the Tower card. So I do feel like this was a very abrupt, dramatic situation that had to change. And I do think it was a wake-up call, okay? So so we'll have that there for the collective. And we'll have a look at the general for the collective, okay? So I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for your patience in this next upload, this current upload that I've been sort of withholding from sending out. I've just been doing other things, and I wasn't in the right energy to read. The funny thing is, I did do some readings for the collective for each zodiac sign, but it just didn't feel true to me in terms of the channeling, so I just let it go. If you're interested, the ones that I did was for Taurus, Aries as well, and I think I can't remember the other one, but yeah, we'll have a look anyway into the zodiac signs just after this bit. Okay. Okay. Right, so yeah, challenges, walking away from difficult situations, walking away from difficult situations and lies, I'm hearing. There's been a death in a connection, there's been an ending. For some of you, you may have actually grieved, you may still be in the grieving process at this time. And yes, we do have a grand hint here with the Lovers card that this is love related. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. So we do have a commitment, a relationship, or even something to do with the world out there in terms of the government. We can talk about it briefly. We can use the World Truth cards as well, by Amy Satori. Let me just see if those are all of them. Yeah. So, yeah, let's get into this section of the reading. So I do see that there's been some challenges, there's been some arguments, maybe there's been some passionate blows. I'm hearing there's been a lot of excitement, but it's kind of like a toxic excitement because it does involve arguments, passionate arguments. It's the energy of someone fighting and then make-up sex, for some of you, and it just that is a cycle of toxicity. For a lot of you, there has been an experience between now and moving into the experience, because time is cyclical. Sometimes I use verbs like it was in the past tense, but these could be things that could be occurring in the future, or these are channeling messages that I say that it's in the past tense, but it's actually a hint that you've changed the timeline so that it does not occur. Of course, you are in charge of your own destiny. I'm just tuning in and channeling into the timelines that I'm picking up on, and your energies as well, collectively speaking. So, and obviously this is not a private reading, so please just take what feels right in your resonance, and then just let go of anything that does not. Please don't feel too attached to it, the messages, but on the whole, my channeling is pretty accurate. Okay, so I can channel between a time period of 1 to 3 months. On private readings, it can be 1 to 2 to 3 years. So anyway, let's just see what comes through. So those are the messages that came through earlier. But I do see that a lot of you have been having arguments, and there has been an ending of those arguments, a strong ending of those arguments, a strong ending of the battle. I feel like this is the energy of exhaustion, over-exhausting yourself, like having to reclaim your power, being heard. It's exhausting when someone doesn't understand what you're saying. It's exhausting when someone doesn't understand what you're on about, what you want to bring into the world. And I do see that there's lots of exhaustion, just emotionally speaking, and I feel like a lot of you have had to move away from this situation, and it was very difficult, but you've had to take a little, it's like taking a mustard seed of faith in order to move things forward here, especially here with the Six of Swords. In order to find balance and equilibrium again, there just doesn't seem like there wasn't any equilibrium. There seems like your foundation was really shaken, and maybe there were lots of people involved. This could also be many people. I'm hearing many suitors, so you could be someone who is highly attractive here, especially here with the Queen of Wands energy, someone who is highly admired, highly sought after, as a potential mate, as someone who is highly desirable and is desired by many. And I do feel like you yourselves, does not matter if you're a female or a male. I'm so sorry, I really hope you're not hearing this really high-pitched disturbance that's going on outside. Yeah, it does not matter what gender you are here. But this person is very, very sexy, has a lot of sex appeal, has a lot of charisma, has a lot of charm, carries herself or himself very well, is very engaging, very magnetic. And I do feel like there is a be careful sort of sign here, especially here with it's a no, because this could be someone who's quite karmic in the sense of they are a karmic soulmate where they've had to come into your life in this lifetime in order to heal some wounds. Oh gosh, this high-pitched sound is really distracting my channeling. I'm just going to pause the video a sec. So I do see that there could have been a toxic situation with someone who was very karmic here, and who used their sort of feminine power in order to get what they wanted. And they did this through enticing energy. This is kind of energy of, you got to be careful of this one because she'll steal your husband kind of vibe. Some of you have really had to work really hard in a marriage in particular, work really hard in a relationship that you've been in for a long time. And I do feel like there has been an ending in this relationship, an ending in this marriage, almost certainly here, especially here as my eye is going towards the Three of Wands, where there's a waiting game about how to leave a situation and move forwards. We have two cards of moving forwards and opportunities being presented here. For the better here, and this person's just going, okay, when's my time to leave? When is the right time to leave out of this toxic marriage, toxic relationship, or something like that? Because you've had enough, collective, of arguments, you've had enough of people pleasing, possibly, you've had enough of lies. Very strong energy here with the four major arcanas, the Moon, the Lovers, the Death, and the Hierophant. With, a lot of lies and mysteries and things that you have to, I'm wearing a different jumper, by the way, tearing apart or finding on you're tearing each other apart here as well. There has been an energy of that, and it's just been leaving you with a lot of emotional exhaustion as well for some of you. But the energy of this mystery Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here, very strong Scorpio. Interesting how we have this card, because we are actually now in the season of Scorpio. Happy birthday to my Libras as well, from past season, and happy birthday to the people on the cusp, Libra, Scorpio. Happy birthday to Scorpios as well. But yeah, truth is being revealed here. That's the energy of Scorpio. Things that are undeniable, truths that are undeniably having to be expressed and seen here. And some people in a connection may have literally been left for dead, or emotionally this connection had left you for dead and you've had to say no. Some of you have actually been kicked out of a home. For very, very few of you who may be, let's say, minors or teenagers as well in particular, you may have been kicked out of a home, or you may have chosen to leave home. I am picking up on a little bit of homelessness possibly, or even couch surfing. I'm sorry to say this, but I am sort of seeing that here, because I feel like the environment was too toxic for you. Or maybe this is something that you had experienced in childhood, and it was too emotionally draining. It was too toxic. It was too much volatility in the atmosphere, in the air. You may have been dealing with a mother in particular who was very disagreeable, very agreeable at times, and very disagreeable at times, and things would just explode and implode. She may have had multiple lovers, or she may have come out of a marriage with your father and had a lover on the side here. Picking up on very strong Gemini, strong Scorpio energy, strong Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and strong Taurus energy here too. I do see that a lot of you have had to try to work on, creating a happy family, possibly, or trying to salvage this love. Oh my gosh, there's so many distractions. I'm so sorry about the noise. I can't really help it. I'm living in London. I'm doing the best that I can with my edits, but I really have to film this at this time period. So I'm really hoping it's not distracting you too much. I do apologize. But yes, so I do see that some of you have had to salvage this love, salvage this relationship, salvage this, try to create peace in the environment when there was a lot of distractions and arguments and, noise pollution, possibly even. Some of you have had to even move abroad or move away. Some of you had experienced a death in the family recently, or death in a relationship, as I said before. And you've been looking at maybe moving to a different location or place to live. With number 16, I do see that that's very strong Tower energy. It's very Martian energy. Lots of arguments. Mars does talk about, God Mars, God of Mars is Aries. So lots of arguments here. Lots of dissatisfaction in love, generally speaking. That was it. I was saying that with the Moon card and it's a no card here, I feel like some of you have had to really decipher what this person was talking about, because they were just giving you clues, hints, but they weren't really speaking the truth as one would. I feel like they've been hiding something. If you're in a situation in terms of love, I do feel romantic. Romantically speaking, I feel like this person was not showing their true card, essentially, in terms of their heart space here. Let's just have a look at the general world truth cards from Amy Satori. Let's just see what comes through. We have three cards that flipped out. Okay, so it says nefarious people are still hard at work behind the scenes to take down humanity and enslave them, but there aren't as many of them as there are us if we are smart and stand up against them. So that's the 9 of Wands energy. It's defending your light, defending your truth, defending your passions, defending your goals here. And it's that 9 that turns into a 10, which means completion. So it's staying up late in order to complete a task here. Some of you in the world out there on a macrocosmic scale, because the tarot does talk about microcosm and macrocosm. The microcosmic world is your personal world, which is a reflection of the macrocosmic world. So whatever you've been dealing with on a personal level, where there's been lots of battling out, either emotionally, internally, or with other people, actually arguing with other people as well. Also, this competition energy here. There is also an energy around you that you're seeing that too. There's a lot of competition. You might work in an industry where you're having to make very strong, valid choices based on your true desires and your love. You might have to, I'm hearing weed people out of them putting them in your way, in your true pathway. So I just feel like there are people that are trying to distract you along your path, which essentially I'm getting the feeling that there's a star energy here where there's hope and healing eventually. But I feel like you've had to, or you will still be slogging it out and having to, maybe even tap into your psychic knowing as well, in order to see with your third eye that people aren't trying to entrap you here, enslave you here. And here with the Hierophant, does talk about the governments here. So I'm hearing TikTok, but there could be something here where there's maybe something in terms of a place of work. Maybe this does talk about the status quo. So maybe a place of work where there's been lots of competition and this competitive energy is actually even blocking you from what you're meant to be doing. But I feel like either way, and these people are nefarious, they're not positive for you or for your highest good. They just leave you with a lot of anxiety, essentially. And there needs to be a transformation in this. There needs to be an ending. And I do feel like a lot of us, collectively speaking, are going through a collective ending here, away from nefarious people. I feel like we're able to tap into people's true intentions and collectively the intentions of the governments and status quo. These are things that are truths that are being hidden here. And I feel like it's also, you're not allowing yourself to feed into the fear factor as well here with the Moon card in particular. So this has come to, or is soon to come to, a happy ending. What did I say? So there's the Death card, ending, transformation. And the happy ending is the energy of the Star card that I was picking up on. It has played itself out and is being resolved now. Relief is at hand. There you go. And the world out there, we have this situation involves merely being a means to an end. Okay, so there was a manipulation, mind control, or even black magic being directed for nefarious reasons. So a lot of us had been indoctrinated and been programmed to think that you're not good enough in order to achieve what it is that you wanted to achieve. You're not good enough in order to go towards your goals, your passions, your dreams here. You just have to slog it out, work in a corporation, a corporate job. You have to work in a 9 to 5. You're exhausted. You want to move away from it. And eventually, there's an ending here where you may have even, with number 16, the Tower card, you may have even been kicked out of a job here. And hopefully you're moving here with the 3 of Wands, end of Scorpio season, end of November, towards your true passions, your true joys here. And it's also making a plan here, needing to make a plan, and having some sort of strategy here. That's where I'm going to leave it for the moment. We're going to now move on to the astrological cards. And we're going to be using the Major Arcana by Frida Designs. Okay, so I'm going to be pulling out each card and I'm going to be revealing the star sign for each card. And we're going to go deeper with some other cards from a different deck, which is the Lightseers Tarot here. Okay, so join me there. Okay, so let's see which zodiac are we reading for? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Thank you so much. Okay, there it is. I got 3 cards, okay. Okay, let's just go with Capricorn and then we'll move on to the other ones. So Capricorn, very strong Capricorn energy here with the Devil card. Capricorns, you may have been dealing with someone who was very toxic, someone who was maybe hooked on love with you, someone who had a lot of desire and a lot of sex appeal, as I mentioned before in the collective reading. Here with the Queen of Wands, I do see that there was a lot of desire, someone in terms of enslaving you with this love. It's like using manipulative tactics in order to keep you stuck in a relationship or situation based on purely carnal desires, and that's it alone. You really could have been hooked by this person here. Let's have a look at the Light Seers Tarot. We have the Knight of Cups. This could be someone younger than you. This could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that you may be dealing with. Capricorn, you may have been really working hard, as you always do, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. And Venus, we have the 9 of Wands, which is telling me that, of course, you are working hard, you're hard workers, but I feel like there's a toxicity energy here where you just overdo it here, and then it ends up being the death of you, essentially, emotionally, physically speaking, here with the Devil card. You could be dealing with something for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio who wants to express their love here. They want to show love, they want to give love, but they're still in a transition period between naivety from the Page into the King state. So they're not quite mature, but they're getting there, and there's movement towards love. There's a lot of romantic feelings that are wanting to be expressed. There's a note here, there's wine, there's a lot of romance, but I do feel like there may have been an ending and a connection with someone of this type here. The 5 of Swords here. So I'm seeing here with the 5 of Swords that there could be someone that you may be dealing with who is having some sort of losses due to self-interest or self-esteem even. Someone who may be mentally bullying themselves, mentally anguishing, saying that they're not good enough, possibly. There could also be dishonourable behaviour as well, as we know. But yeah, 5 is losses due to self-interest. But also it's just we have 5 and 5 here, and we have the Moon card here. As I said, you could be dealing with a very strong Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, someone that's younger than you, someone who is anguishing over their losses because they've tried to be sort of clever about it, and try to get what they wanted. And here with this card, we have blood on the ice there. I don't know if you can see it, just there. So this is someone who is essentially cheating at something. There could have been a cheater here that you may have been picking up on here as well, intuitively, and this is me giving you the confirmation of that. And there, it's kind of the energy of getting their karma. I'm hearing bad karma for them. So cheating at getting something, getting a gain for themselves, but it's dishonourable. It's dishonourable behaviour here. So you may have been dealing with someone like that, and you've had to move away from this connection here. With the Page of Cups, there is a message possibly of an apology wanting to come through between now and the end of November. This is someone who believes in this cosmic love. This is someone who believes in the whimsical, who's very imaginative, believes that pigs could fly if they could. They're imagining, they're thinking about ways about how they could bring this love in, because I do feel like I'm picking up on the energy that they are feeling this loss, and they're feeling this ending, this ending in this connection in particular here, for you Cancer. Scorpio energy, got to fly here. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So someone is wanting to rush back in here, Capricorn. And I feel like they're wanting to rush back in pretty quickly. They could be quite jumbly with their words. They may not be able to essentially I'm hearing quantify and qualify. They may not feel like they're qualified as the right candidate for you, but I feel like they are definitely hooked on you, Capricorn. I do feel like you have what they want, and I don't feel like it's just passionate. I feel like you could be dealing with two people here, in particular with the Lovers card that came up earlier with the collective reading. I do see that there is an energy of wanting to have a happy ending and a closure of the past. I do feel like I'm picking up on a bit of regret energy from this person in particular. I do feel like they're sort of mustering up the courage emotionally in order to express an apology and saying, look, I've really done you wrong here. I've really felt this ending. I'm essentially obsessed with you here, Capricorn. And I want to serenade you. I want to take you out. I want to go out on dates with you. But it comes out and the delivery is just a mixed match, and it's kind of incomprehensible. But they're rushing. They're wanting to really rush quickly. I feel like they're right behind you as well, and they're waiting on the right opportunity to come through. I do feel like they have been very mysterious, Capricorn, and I feel like they may have been dealing with other people who were very argumentative. There could have been a lot of disturbances, or you as well, in your environment, Capricorn, and or their environment that really kind of, I hear like they sort of pulled the plug on this connection, Capricorn, and I do feel like there were people that were out to get them, I'm hearing, that didn't want you to be their true match here. And, you know, the devil shows itself in very beautiful people as well. So I feel like this person has had to say no and really understand that you actually were their destiny here, I'm hearing. You are my one and only. Okay, bottom of the deck for you, Capricorn. Let's have a look. And they could also want marriage on the cards here, just want to say. And here we have the Four of Wands here for you, Capricorn. So that's definitely they wanting to celebrate with you, Capricorn, in terms of love. They may be wanting to move in with you. They're wanting to, I just saw 717, which is very strong star energy. You may have the star factor for them. And there it is, that's the Eight of Swords, where they've been trying to heal any negative self-belief within themselves that they're not good enough. And I feel like they do want to manifest this love. So I feel like that's kind of it there for you, Capricorn. Let's just have a look at the Island Time Wellness cards. Just get hopefully one card for you. Moving away from the devil. She's a devil woman. I'm hearing that. I just got chills, by the way. So this person may have been dealing with someone who's very toxic here. Okay. For your eyes only, I'm hearing. They just want to have their eyes on you. That's it. So you have kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Okay, that's what they're wanting to express. Definitely here with the Knight of Cups, love, emotions, expressions through physical nature, falling in love. And that's very, very much this energy, isn't it? And then camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past and making memories. So they're wanting to make memories. They may want to travel with you as well, and they're reminiscing about the past. Definitely, they are in their headspace, emotionally imagining as well, spiritually imagining what it would be like to be in a connection with you for the long term. I feel like they're sort of doing this law of attraction sort of energy thing as well, I feel, and they really want to transform this love. That's all I have for you, Capricorn. I really hope that this message found you well in terms of love. Check your other signs, sign placements as well, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Okay, so we have the Magician here. So I'm going to say the Magician is Gemini energy, so I'm going to just use this card as a Gemini reading. So let me just sort out these cards for a second, just because they're a little bit all over the place. So Gemini, I feel like you're kind of speaking less and listening more. That's what I'm picking up on for you, Gemini. I feel like you're tapping into an energy or even a zodiac placement that you have. Could be Virgo as well, because Mercury is also, it rules Virgo as well. So I feel like you're also going within. That's the energy that I was picking up on with this card earlier for the collective reading about saying no. And I feel like you're wanting to create the life that you deserve here, I would say here. Okay, so let's have a look at the Light Seers Tarot here for you, Gemini energy. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man. So you could be in tune with your Pisces zodiac placement if you do have that here. And you're looking at things in a different perspective. You're seeing things in a different way. We have the Hierophant doubled here for your reading. I do see here that you're looking at things in a different perspective. Gemini, you're holding back, possibly. You're holding back from a commitment. You're holding back even from work. I feel like you're holding back from the world and from people. You're wanting to disdain yourself from people. Is that the right word? You're wanting to just get away from people for the time being because you need to have a different perspective, and it is of a spiritual nature. For some of you, you're wanting to go abroad to a sacred site in order to tap into that vortex that will be very beneficial for you. Now that's it. Those are the only cards that want to come through for you from the Light Seers Tarot, which is fine. I do feel like you're having an illumination about something. I feel like you're wanting to ascend to mastery level in something. In particular, you could be wanting to you're wanting to gain mastery or knowledge from maybe different religious practices, religions, traditions. And I do feel like you're wanting to ascend in a connection, in a commitment. I feel like first and foremost, what's important for you is saying no and meaning it and asserting your boundaries, distancing yourself from the world, from people as well that have caused you a lot of grief, essentially. And you're taking time to commit to yourself here. Once you're ready to come out of your ascension process, which can be very topsy-turvy, just generally speaking. Ascension energy is not always easy. Sometimes it can take 12 months, it can take 5 months, it can take 5 days, depending on what it is. But I think here with very strong Pisces energy, I feel like you're learning to listen to what's being communicated here from Spirit here. Mercury retrograde could have been a very powerful time for you. Again, as you know, all of my readings are timeless, but the planet Mercury, or whenever you have recently had a Mercury retrograde experience, season, let's say, it's been a very powerful one for you because you're sort of learning what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want in this world. And it's kind of needing to balance out your spiritual beliefs and what's around you in the physical world. Very strong Taurus energy here as well. Doing things right, doing things methodically, doing things religiously, possibly as well. Maybe you are actually meditating. Maybe you're doing, maybe you've been doing yoga or doing sort of some inversions as well, which helps your channeling, helps to clear your channel, as in your physical body. And opening up your heart chakra as well, your heart space. You know, when you open up your chest area as well, opening up your heart space as well. Maybe you've been blocking love from entering here for you, Gemini. And I do see that there's a transformation for you here. I do feel like you've also experienced an ending here. I do feel like you are transforming maybe even your belief systems as well, Gemini. And whatever had to be played out here. With the Hanged Man energy here, there could have been a delay with something. There could have been a delay in communication from someone. There could have been a delay in your maybe there's been a reluctance as well in you opening up to your spiritual ascension, and so you delayed it. And I feel like Spirit had said it's a no. You need to just focus in on this. understanding and awareness, because wherever you are at work or in a situation is not in your highest good. You need to transform this and change this and alchemize this into something better. And that's what I'm seeing for you here. Okay, so let's have a look at the Island Time Wellness cards. Let's get 2 cards for Gemini, please. Thank you so much. A need for grounding, a need to balance out your passions here, which does involve a lot of strong spirituality as well. Alchemizing it, right, from the spiritual, esoteric, metaphysical world, rather, into the 3D world. So insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. And then we have self-indulgence, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Yeah, so exactly, you're working on your shadow, very strong Scorpio energy, which does talk about shadow work. Facing your shadow is not easy, and I feel like you've been delaying it, Gemini. I feel like you've had to make a choice, a decision to do that and appreciate yourself, because this is part of shadow work, that you are worthy and that you're seeing yourself in a different perspective, I would say. And I see that you have an admirer, possibly. This could be same-sex partnership, same-sex relationship or situation that's involved here, where you may have met this person at work, possibly, or as part of a collective, like a tribe, a group, a spiritual like retreat or yoga group or something like that. And there's insane chemistry between you both, and you like each other equally, and you wanting to have fun with this person. But first of all, you need to look within yourself here, which I feel like is something that you've been doing, you've been delaying, and you'll be working on as well until the end of November. So that's all I have for you. Gemini, I hope you found this reading well. Please definitely check your other placements as well, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take care for now. Bye. Okay, so Leo, we have your reading here. I do apologise about this mess. I feel like this is a really messy way of presenting everything, but anyway. So I hope you enjoyed the collective reading. So now we are tapping into your energy, Leos. Something could be written in the stars for you here. You're also learning to say no. You're tapping into your true sun sign energy of Leo. There could be something about you having to state your cause, claim your power here. For you, Leo, you might be experiencing, or you may have experienced, an ending of someone who had stopped you from being in your true power here. Let's have a look. Let's get a couple of cards for Leo. 5 of Swords. Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So you could have Capricorn in your charts as well, because we did have the 5 of Swords in the Capricorn reading. So I do see that someone had done you dirty, I'm hearing. Someone had done you dirty and someone was not honest. Here we have the Fool cards, and you've moved away into a brighter day, I'm hearing. You have, or you will be, stepping into this energy of really stepping into your power here, as I said before, claiming your power and taking a leap of faith into the great unknown here. It's the beginning of a new journey for you, a new chapter for you. You could have Pisces in your chart too, or you could have Gemini in your chart, where the Hangman did come out here. I see here that you're just waiting for the right time to move forward. There could have been a decision about someone that you've made, and they may not know that you've made this decision to move away from this person and to move towards someone else here, possibly. Leo, I do see that you are in your element here. I do see that you are in your power, in your greatest beauty. In your strength, you will succeed here. That's what I'm picking up on. I do see that you are knowing how to balance your ego here, because you've been dropping your ego. You've been dropping your ego, and you've been tapping into your heart space here. And I see that you're going towards your desires, your wishes, and you're wanting to go towards a happy ending. You're wanting to go towards freedom here, away from enslavement and slavery. You're wanting to go towards your own power and your inner strength reflected outwardly, away from manipulative and controlling people, specifically for those of you who really resonate with the feeling of someone having put a curse on you or black magic on you or something like that. I do see that you are committing to this here with the Hierophant. The Fool card here is very strong Aries energy. We've got very strong Pisces energy here. I feel like you're tapping into your intuition. You're letting go your ego here for the months of now till the end of November. But again, timeless reading as always. From now until the end of next month, whenever you're tuning into this reading, you're saying no, 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 and yes to what it is that you want, and no towards what you don't want here. I do feel like you've been working hard. I feel like someone had been working hard to manipulate you, and you're just not taking it anymore. Some of you could also be working out as well. Some of you could be doing really well at that, in having a glow up. I'm getting an energy of someone who's glowing up here. Aries energy here with the Fool card. You could be on a new adventure towards creating an amazing business for yourself here as well, I would say. You don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I feel like you may have folded a situation, closed out a cycle here of arguments and toxicity, even a job. And I feel like it's your time to shine, I'm hearing here for you Leo energies, and you're just waiting for the right opportunity to do that. I feel like online you're possibly already tuning into that. I feel like there's an ending of Neptunian energy as well for you, an ending of lies, deceptions. I'm hearing the coast is clear. So the coast is clear to move towards clarity and away from smokes and mirrors here. Beautiful energy, beautiful channeling. Let's have a look at the Island Time Wellness card for you. We have kisses. Okay, so unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Some of you could be moving into a chapter in your life where there's transformative energies here. You could be moving towards a relationship that's transforming into more affection. And because you're stating your ground and stating your cause and knowing what you deserve, people find that attractive, very attractive, highly attractive. Someone may have made a decision on you. They may have made the wrong decision in the past here. They are making healthy choices, but most importantly, you are making healthy choices, Leo. Making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. Exactly. So I do see here that, Leo, you're also eating well as well. You're eating right. You're working out as well. There's a glow up energy for you. Absolutely. You're feeling very youthful. You're looking youthful here with the Fool card here. Coffee cup. Someone is wanting to meet up with you, converse, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. There could be friends here that are wanting to come through as well. Maybe there was a lover that wanted to turn into a friend and you were saying no. Someone may have sabotaged this connection. I don't feel like it's you, Leo. I feel like you're standing your ground. Sun, Moon, Rising, Leo. I feel like there's someone here that tried to sabotage your connection. This could be multiple people or someone that was dealing with other people. And it was repetitive, and all you were left with just hammering over an argument over and over again. Or maybe there was just something that just had to end, this cycle of repetitive toxicity or repetitive sabotage energy from their end had to end. And I feel like Spirit had to intervene here and say, look, you've found out the truth of something that was hidden for quite some time. Yes, it was painful, but now you're stepping away from the shadows and into the light here, into the sun in all of its glory here. There's the energy of the sun and the moon here as well. You could have been dancing with a counterpart energy. I feel like you're more in your masculine energy here. You're more in your assertive energy. You're more in your power. You're more in your strength, essentially. Repetitive, persistent, working on it. Someone is also wanting to be persistent in a connection with you as well, and they may want to ask you out on a date in order to meet up, and converse. And then we have abundance. Keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, exactly, and gratitude and bliss. So gratitude will give you what it is that you want. The attitude of gratitude is essential here for you, Leo. And I do see that there's great abundance for you as you keep stating your cause and claiming your power here for you, Leo. And obviously financial success, it's a no-brainer. And then here with the Fool card, the Three of Wands, ending transformative energy here, I feel like you're healing as well, absolutely. And just keep doing you. I think you're doing great, so keep it up. That's all I have for you, Leo. Please check your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus as well for other readings too that I'm going to be posting soon, and I will leave you here. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Okay, so we've got Cancer energy here. So strong Cancer energy. You could be a cross watcher, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This could be someone that you're dealing with, but this is your reading, Cancer. You could be dealing with another Cancer possibly. So Cancer, I see that you have maybe experienced someone that's had multiple options here with the Lovers card here. I do see that you've been in your true state, let's say, of maybe hiding your emotions, and now you're wanting to express them wholeheartedly, I'm hearing. Maybe you've had to cut someone out in your past here, Cancer, where there were lots of arguments and disagreements as well. Maybe you are dealing with someone who's very competitive. You may be working in a line of work that is highly competitive. But whatever has happened in the past energy is now coming into an end. You're feeling and sensing a sigh of relief. I just saw 1001 here, so there's a new beginning coming up for you here. I feel like there's a new page opening up here, and I feel like whatever toxicity and entrapment that you were dealing with, someone that tried to hold you down, you're releasing yourself from this bondage. Maybe this is even mental bondage to maybe regret or feelings of fear possibly here with the Moon card here, which is essentially your card. I see that with the Moon card, I feel like you may have gone into a mysterious path, and now your path is being or has been redirected from spirit, with the help of spirit here. You were going on to maybe a different path, a path that led you towards fear and hearing solemnity, and it was a bit scary, or something that it was a mysterious path. It was something that you were intrigued by. You know, it's kind of like the cat and curiosity. Remember that curiosity killed the cat, don't you know? And I feel like this is it. I feel like you've been through this ending. Something had made you metaphorically die in this situation, in this path that you were leading to, and I feel like you were led astray by a false wolf or a false ally here with the dog. Here's kind of like a rabid dog here. And I feel like now your path has been redirected, and with the Eight of Cups here, I see that there has been, cups that have been spilt, there have been emotions that had been expressed, and it was very painful emotionally for you. I feel like you've had to leave a situation that didn't make you happy, and so you're traveling away from that fast here with unstoppable action here. Let's have a look at the Lightseers Tarot here. Let's have a look. You could have been dealing with a lot of people here, could have been dealing with Scorpio, Taurus, or Gemini energy here. Does not have to be. You're definitely rushing, Cancer. You're definitely rushing forward. You're wanting to rush forward in order to speak a truth, to speak your mind here. I feel like you're catching up to something or to someone who had left you, maybe, I wouldn't say left you for dead, but had ended a situation, a cycle with you, and you're rushing to catch up with them. Can you see how the cards are showing that here? You're seeing that this person has moved away, and you're wanting to rush in fast. I also feel like, well, let's just see. Yeah, expressions of love here. Knight of Cups. You're wanting to express love to someone. You're wanting to serenade someone. You're wanting to be romantic. You're wanting to be sweet to someone, with someone here. And I do feel like here with very strong Scorpio energy, it's also the sign of sex as well. I do feel like you're wanting to express this sexually, and I feel like you've made a choice between a couple of people here. Maybe you were really slow in action in the past, slow movement in the past, and now you're wanting to rush in quickly in order to express love, serenade. I do feel like you're no longer wanting to moonlight, I'm hearing, between one connection and the other. I feel like you've made a choice and a decision away from toxicity, competitive energies here. You've said no to a situation and no to an ending here, and you're moving fast. You're fast approaching. You're right behind them. I'm hearing you're right behind them. I'm hearing you're right behind, I'm right behind you. And you have so much to give. You have so much that you want to express. You're highly romantic. This is your natural state. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios are very romantic. But Cancer, you have been in a situation where there's just been slow to essentially stagnation in a connection to suddenly fast movement, and you're wanting to use your cardinal energy to express that here, express your love and your emotions. And here with the Page of Swords, this is someone, you could be studying someone online, you could be keeping an eye on someone online, you're also gaining wisdom, understanding about someone else in a connection that you're dealing with here, Cancer. And I do see that there is a commitment here that you're wanting to transform here. You're just waiting for the right time in order to express that. I do see that you're finding someone highly attractive here. You've definitely moved away from a difficult situation, a person possibly, or a toxic environment as well, Cancer. Okay, so yeah, Knight of Cups, Page of Swords. You could be dealing with someone younger than you. You could be I do see travel as well. I do see a lot of travel actually. Okay, so you could be traveling towards someone in order to say that you like them. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting, wanting to date. So someone who may have been on the defense, Cancer, you may have been working very hard, or maybe you've been you want to work on defending this connection as well, and you're gonna put the effort in this time, I would say, Cancer, is what I'm seeing here. Or someone is wanting to do that for you. Remember that the energy can swap and change here. I do feel like you have a spirit animal as well here with a crow. I do feel like there has been some sort of situation in terms of your, I'm hearing karmic justice, in terms of your family or something, or maybe a trauma or something to do with your childhood here that you kept hidden from someone or from the world out there that really kept you trapped. And I feel like this is something that you are wanting to express here. Stabbed in the back. Okay, so we have stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, and shocking attack. So Cancer, you could have dealt with someone who had stabbed you in the back and you had been healing this pain. Of course, here with the argumentative energy here and moving away from, you know, a hard time here, with the Six of Swords here. I feel like you're ending deception as well, if this is you as well. And there's been shocking attack here as well from their end. You may have attacked someone here because, you know, this person has a bow and arrow and they haven't quite launched it, you know. So I just feel like maybe these are things that had been left unsaid, essentially, as well, possibly. We have keys on a ring, so many options. Yes, we have the Lovers card here. So Cancer, you may have had many options. There was a decision. The Lovers talks about choices, decisions that had to be made. Very strong decision was made here. Essentially, you're moving towards fast movement towards your true love here, your soulmate here, and you've just had enough of being strung along and having one night stands. I feel like you're doing things unconventionally. I feel like you had been doing things unconventionally outside of the status quo here. And I feel like it was a path that had led you astray, and it was a path of intrigue, but it essentially had put you in a trap here. And you may have dealt with someone who was very controlling, maybe even had done some black magic on you as well. But I do see that you're wanting a happy ending here and things to be resolved here in a connection to transform here. Hearts with a key, so welcoming love, meeting the one, there you go. So opening your heart, getting together, and you find someone perfect here, or someone finds you perfect here, Cancer. I feel like someone could be keeping an eye on you. This could be Gemini, Taurus, Scorpio, your own sign, Cancer or Pisces, or what else? Maybe Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries as well, possibly for some of you. But I do see that someone had said no, or someone had rejected you, or you had rejected them and said no. But I feel like this was all a delusion, all an illusion, and you're wanting to date, you're wanting to open up your heart, you're wanting to get together, you find someone perfect, someone finds you perfect, you're wanting to welcome love in. You're wanting to open up your heart, and this is all fast movement energy. Lots of love, lots of power here, and things that were left unsaid. It's kind of like a heavy feeling of it's kind of almost like a bubble of water that needs to be expressed and explode. So here with volcanic energy as well, it's kind of like passions, desires, of course, yes, a lot of desires, but it's first of all doing things right. You're realizing that you're a bit slow on a situation, and now is fast movement towards love, because it's the energy of, if I don't do this now, then they can just go away forever here. That's what I'm seeing for you, Cancer. There's also a little hint here as well in terms of studying as well, so you could be studying something too, or you're finding out how to open up your heart a bit more. Maybe you're learning how to do that, maybe through online workshops or something like that. You're meeting the one. Maybe you're someone who's just learning about what twin flame connections is, or what a soulmate connection is, what a karmic soulmate connection is. All these kind of different connections, you're learning about that. But anyway, you find someone perfect, and there's nothing that they can do in order to change that. You just find them perfect, or they find you perfect, and you're not wanting a one-night stand. I feel like this is also giving me the energy of Knight of Wands. So maybe you did come in and out of a connection, or you may have dealt with someone who had rushed in and rushed out again. That was kind of player energy, and I feel like you're wanting to end that here. So that's all I have for you, Cancer. I really hope you found this reading well. Please do check your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus as well if you would like to listen in on those readings. Thank you so much. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Okay, so Pisces. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for joining. So, Pisces, I feel like you've been hanging around. I feel like you've been, keeping yourself to yourself. The other Pisces card is obviously High Priestess. I feel like you've already known what it is that you needed to know, but I feel like now you're in this energy of maybe holding back. Maybe yourself holding back from expressing anything that you've felt intuitively for quite some time. Maybe the last 12 to 13 months have been very informative for you. Maybe you've just been holding back. There has possibly been some delays with a connection in particular. There's been some delays maybe with things moving forward, and I feel like you're just sort of waiting for the right opportunity. You're waiting, you're hanging back, you're sort of in the energy of just waiting and at peace, I feel. But I feel like during this time you're not just waiting and not doing anything. I feel like even during the time of waiting and reflection, you're seeing things from a different point of view. You're seeing things from a different perspective. Maybe you yourself you've changed your point of view, your perspective, and your perceptions as well. Pisces, naturally you are very intuitive. You tend to pick up on things before everyone else does, and you incorporate all of the other traits of the other zodiac signs as well, and this is what makes you so understanding, so compassionate, and so complete as well as an individual. Of course, there are shadow aspects to every single zodiac sign, and I feel like maybe you've had to retain your energy and refrain from being around too many people, because I feel like the environment that you were hanging around with was too too much. It was taking its toll on your energy, and so you've had to see things from a different perspective, in a different light here, with the Hanged Man. Il colgato in Italian. Yeah, I see that that could be a possibility that's happening for you, or you're just holding back. I don't feel like you're not taking any actions at this time. You're in your feminine energy, so you're being very receptive. But I feel like even if you are sort of upside down, it's the energy of you're still doing something. There's still movement. There's still energy moving around. Maybe you're getting your energy from nature, your source, your energy is in, like, you're getting your resources, maybe, or even your inspiration from nature itself, maybe from a tree specifically. But I do see it's kind of the energy of the cocoon a little bit as well. And there's this energy of transforming something. Maybe you're transforming your life, or you're holding back from, it's the energy of being very mysterious. It's something that you're holding back from the world, possibly. Anyway, let's have a look at the Light Seers Tarot and see what the Hanged Man Pisces is all about here. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups. Okay, yeah, so Five of Cups is, obviously there's been some regrets here. Maybe there's been regrets about things that were said, things that were unsaid. Maybe someone around you is feeling regretful here, because maybe they walked away from you, or maybe it's because you've walked away from them here, emotionally speaking. I see here with the Five of Cups and the Five of Wands, I do feel like there was some, there's debacle I'm hearing. There was some upset. There was a lot of confrontation, possibly, or disagreements, or just things weren't working out with a lover or a spouse, even, or maybe even a sibling, or even a twin flame connection or a soulmate connection, possibly here. And I feel like you've had to move away. I feel like someone is having regrets here with the Five of Cups, because they were disappointed, and you had to move away, or you had felt in the past energy disappointments, disappointments, and so disappointments because you kept trying to fight for this love, but you had to make a difficult decision and having to move away from someone that you cared for very deeply, and it was not easy to move forward, emotionally speaking. So I feel like it's the energy of, the phases, the couple of phases after the Three of Swords, of heartbreak and pain. And this is the energy of having to regain your strength eventually, and transform all of this. So that's why the Hanged Man is here for you, Pisces, because during this stage of maybe stasis, maybe the world around you is frozen. Maybe there's an energy of time stopping. I'm seeing the energy of, like, Archangel Metatron coming through, and he's just stopping time for the moment, and then things will expedite rapidly. So during this moment of stasis, it's kind of you're collecting all of the memories of what had gone past and what had gone by here. With the Five of Cups, it looks like there's a moon in here. And this lady, she's crying here in this card. You may or may not be able to see it, but Pisces, Cancer, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus on your placement, your zodiac chart. We have this person who's been regretting something, maybe regretting that they had not spilt their emotions, or maybe there's an energy for you, Pisces, that you regret even expressing your feelings, because what happens is when you express your feelings, you're very deep people. What water signs in particular, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, are very deep people, and we have all of that in this reading right here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But for you, Pisces, it's like you tapped into your main state of Neptunian energy. You tapped into your main state of emotions, of deep emotions, and you expressed it. And there's an element of regret with the Three of Cups as well. It's the energy of maybe you tried to express this, or you will try to express this, but regardless, there's the feeling of regret of expressing these feelings, these sentiments, that you were fearful of, with the moon card here, the moon here, and the moon card here, that you were fearful of expressing. And it's the energy of something or someone may have eclipsed you in a connection. Maybe there were 3 people involved here, or multiple options here. And there had to be an ending here, and a transformation in your conduct, or a transformation in a connection in general. But you're not quite realizing this amazing amazing bowl. It's like a singing bowl that's very harmonic, it's very musical, it's very high vibrational, and it's right behind you, and you're not seeing that, you're just seeing about the regrets that you had expressed in your past, and you're just not seeing, another opportunity that could come through that's right behind you here. Yeah, we have the Magician card, so it's kind of got the same energy here. Then with the Magician card, it's sort of the same energy here, like the 5 of Cups. The Magician is, you're transforming and transmuting these pains, transmuting these pains. You're manifesting magic out of pain, regretful energies, and you're transforming fear into self-love. You're transforming how you may have seen yourself as someone that had to compete for love in your past energy. Again, this is something that could be coming about for you. So there's a fly here. And you're actually now seeing your worth as the Queen of Wands. You're now seeing yourself as someone who is magnetizing light, love, passion towards you, rather than you having to fight to be seen here. And I see that someone around you could be seeing that too. It's the energy, kind of the energy of Leo's reading, where you're having like a glow up, but I feel like this isn't just as so instantaneous. It's kind of like a slow growth, and I feel like this is kind of like something that's blooming within you outwardly. And so yeah, there's something here where you're committing to yourself here, Pisces, and you're having to take time out from the world, maybe, and you're maybe having to see things from a different perspective, or at least how you adapt to change, how you have had to change certain habits as well, certain modus operandi as well. And I feel like now you have minions around you, almost like, that work for you. Here with the Queen of Wands, and the 9 of Wands, we have someone here who's wanting to maybe protect you as well. I'm just seeing that intuitively here, I'm channeling that. But I do see that someone is wanting to protect you, protect the Queen at all costs. This is something that is needed, and they will die for you. This is very romantic energy that's coming through here. The very strong Magician energy here with Gemini and Virgo. I feel like you have communicated, because it's the energy of Mercury, it's the energy of communication. You have communicated your emotions, your heart, and it was just left for dirt, or someone may have trampled over your heart here, or it felt like it. And so you had to reluctantly move forward here. But yes, there was possibly flirtatious energy in the past with Gemini energy, and Virgo energies holding back and stepping back, and now reviewing everything, analyzing, your heart even. And I do see that something is coming back around here. We have things upside down. Things have been possibly a bit upside down, a bit discombobulated, possibly discombobulating as well for you, but I do see that something is coming back around here. It's the energy of flow. What it is that you give, you will receive. Something is, whatever ends will be transformed into a new beginning, a new life here. Remember that there is a sunrise coming through after a very difficult ending here. Some of you may have experienced an actual someone who's deceased, someone who had died as well very recently. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. We have the 2 of Cups here. We do have someone coming back around here who was also manifesting you in the same way that you tried to fight for this love with them. They are coming back around for you, and they're wanting to hold you, they're wanting to be close with you, they're wanting to manifest you. It's the energy of the figure of 8. There's a lot of that coming through. They haven't just not, they themselves have had to move away from a situation from you as well, but I do feel like they've taken what you've said to heart and they're coming back. This could be a Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio energy, Cancer as well, Gemini as well, I think I mentioned as well, but they definitely are making a choice for you, and they're wanting to work with you as well, possibly, and wanting to protect you. I just feel like with these 2 cards here, I feel like, Pisces, there's someone around you that wants to protect you, no matter how much you're portraying as being someone who's very strong and powerful. I see that you are someone who has expressed your vulnerability, and regardless of your strength and your power, there's an energy of feeling vulnerable here with the Hanged Man. It's giving me the energy of a caterpillar in the cocoon and then transforming into a butterfly full of magic, and wondering, can you see how these lovely cards kind of are saying the same thing? So remember how I said that this lovely bowl here of like harmony and music and joy and love is right behind you, and you don't realize it because you're just regretting. You're still in the energy of analyzing and reviewing about what you had expressed emotionally speaking. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that kind of feeling. But these bowls here, it's like whatever you have said has not just been spilt and is just going into a vortex of nothing. It's actually someone coming back in, and they're picking up on that vortex, and they are also bringing that back and coming back to you in order to amalgamate and merge their heart with yours. So whatever has been said, don't feel any regret about it. It had to be said. I feel like it was a lesson in vulnerability and opening up your heart chakra, I'm hearing, and someone is coming back to give that back to you. Beautiful energy. 2 of Cups. They're making a choice in love with you. And look at that, we have the Strength card. So remember, I did mention Leo energy here. So yes, I feel like you are at this time building your strength. You're becoming stronger. You're becoming more bold. You're using, it's the energy of Leo. So you could have Leo in your chart, but you know, Leo also has this guide, this Archangel that's there, that's bringing in the infinite back to you. Whatever you give, you will receive, and it's happening. You're transforming that vulnerability into that strength. So whatever you're vulnerable about, you're actually realizing it was a strength that you had to express, and it was necessary. And you will see through time and in time that it was all perfectly orchestrated by the cosmic spirits. I'm also hearing cosmic law. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I see that, of course, you may have Leo in your chart, or at least a very strong predominant Sagittarius, maybe fire energy here. That something is coming through here. There's just something, an energy of waiting. Wait for the magic to appear. Wait for the magic to unfold. Wait for the magic to come through. And someone could also be vulnerable with you here. Here, the energy of Leo is the energy of the heart. It rules the heart here, and it's having that balance as well, balance of divine feminine energy and divine masculine energy, the sun and the moon. Again, look at the other readings that I posted for the other zodiacs as well. There could be a story coming through here, and it's energy of having maybe felt like you'd been eclipsed by someone else, but it's actually the energy of the story of the sun and the moon. And it's the energy of the sun, dying each night in order for the moon to breathe. So it's very poetic energy. It's very romantic energy coming through here. I'm getting chills as I'm speaking. And, there could also be a pet involved here, possibly, like a little lamb. I'm hearing Mary was a little lamb. Okay, and interesting, I don't know why. But yeah, I feel like it's the energy maybe of Mother Mary as well, like the energy of compassion, very strong Piscean energy of understanding, but it's also the energy of integrity, authenticity, and boundaries as well. With the No card here, it's having to withdraw away from the world and then come in strong with yourself, your own integrity. Integrity is everything for you, Pisces. It's learning how to be tapped into all of the signs, but also having integrity and knowing who you are and knowing what your worth is. Beautiful channeling. And then of course Pisces, so many angel bumps I'm getting right now. It's the energy of Pisces in her strength, Pisces in his strength. You know, knowing your worth, magnetizing, bringing whatever that you seek towards you rather than chasing it. That's what it is. It's the energy of receptivity. It's the energy of divine femininity, committing to that at all costs. But someone is wanting to commit to you here. There is magic brewing here, absolutely. You may have been stabbed in the back, Pisces. Of course, you were heartbroken here, especially here with the Six of Swords energy here that I mentioned, you know, the energy of Three of Swords, heartbreak, and then pain, and then moving forward, there was a separation in this situation. Maybe there's a separation in a marriage as well that you've had to, you know, delay even nuptials possibly, or delay or hold back from a connection. Or there may have been delays in a connection, possibly because someone was fighting. Someone that you're dealing with had someone in their environment that were fighting for them. But yes, you know, love isn't about fighting. Love isn't war. Love is love, right? So anyway, so Pisces, we have pain, separation, deception. I do feel like you were dealing with deceptive energies here with the Moon card, and I do feel like there was a shocking attack, or at least shocking news that was revealed. Pisces, what else is it that we need to know? I do feel like there is a happy ending with all of the signs anyway, but Pisces, I do feel like something is going to be resolved. I do feel like there is in particular a counterpart energy that, especially here with the Lovers and the Two of Cups, almost 100%. This is someone who is high vibrational, someone who is matching their energy, someone who is raising their energy to match yours. So they're raising their game, they're raising their vibe, they're raising their tribe. They're wanting to be with tribe. They're wanting to alchemize this love into something better. And whatever you have been picking up on intuitively is correct. You're not going insane. You're not mad. Your intuition is where you will have your strength. What you can't see in the physical world with your physical eye, you know intuitively with your third eye as well. So don't ever doubt that, Pisces. Here with the keys on the ring, we have many options. So someone that you were dealing with had many options. But I do see here that this person had strung you along. They know that they did string you along, that there could have been a one-night stand situation or multiple one-night stand situations. And maybe now they're doing things unconventionally in a positive way, whereas before they didn't want to do things conventionally here with you with the Hierophant. Maybe they were withdrawing their energy from this love and this connection, this relationship. You know, maybe this was a friends with benefit situation here with the Two of Cups possibly, and the keys on a ring. But actually I see that there's been regrets regardless on their end, and I feel like they've regretted stringing you along and not seeing your value here. Okay, so we have the cassette, we have outdated thinking. So yeah, you're releasing your mind, you're releasing your ego, Pisces. I do see that there's been outdated thinking. There's been some conditioning as well from the collective out there, the world out there. Maybe there's been some manipulation as well. Maybe someone around you, someone that you're connected with on a soul level, was dealing with someone who was very toxic, who was maybe using some black magic on this connection as well, possibly. It was very nefarious, someone who wanted to hold you back from this connection. But regardless, I do see that whatever manipulative tactics here with the Magician as well can be manipulative too, depending on the other cards. But intuitively, I'm picking this up, that they are getting their comeuppance here. And I feel like you have been replaying events over and over and over in your head, but you're releasing that at this time. You're maybe doing some cleansing as well, maybe doing some retreats or something in order to stop yourself from thinking negatively, I would say. But I do see that this person that you may be dealing with has felt regrets about having hurt you or given you some shocking news, or but I do see that they were also heartbroken as well, and they felt that stab in the back themselves. They themselves had they would also dealt with karma of a similar nature, that whatever they inflicted on you, they had that inflicted on them themselves. And I do see that this person is someone new. or they themselves had transformed themselves into a higher vibrational energy here in order to match yours. So before, they've elevated their status here, or elevated their status possibly, yeah, with money financially, or they're coming into more abundance, they're feeling more confident possibly as well. This person looks or seems transformed, they're doing things unconventionally, or at least how you had experienced them. They are doing things out of something that's not written in a book. It's sort of something that you're seeing a side of them that you have not seen before, and for you it's unconventional, but it's actually them being conventional. So I feel like they're wanting to conventionally court you, take you out on a date, that kind of thing. They're wanting to plan and set a date, maybe plan and set a date for marriage here. It's very strong info coming through here with the Four of Wands. They've had time to reflect and meditate, maybe because they were keeping their emotions locked in and closed off from you, and they were maybe holding off their emotions, expressing that, and they wanted to do things traditionally here. So they want to plan and set a date. They themselves have also been replaying events over and over again in their head as well, just like you have too. And I do feel like there's a very sexual energy here with the Lovers, the Death card, the Two of Cups. I feel like if there was a friendship here, it's now being transformed into the energy of lovers here. I feel like whoever was around them, or whoever is around you, that was nefarious, that had ill intention, I do feel like the situation has ended. And I feel like any manipulation on their end as well, and maybe your end in order to compete for love, is now ended as well. And I feel like there's a sigh of relief all round. There will be a sigh of relief once this person comes to meet you here, and starts to, date you as well. I do feel like there's going to be expression of emotions here, very strong emotions here coming through. And I do feel like this, it's also the energy of when you lock hands with each other, or hold on to each other, or express emotions with each other. I just feel like you could be from different races or cultures as well. I'm just picking up on that, but it just works, opposites attract kind of thing. I do feel like there's very energetic, magnetic energy between you when you hold each other close. I just feel like there's very dormant sexual tension as well in this reading. So that's all I have for you, Pisces. I really hope you found this message helpful. Please do check your other signs as well, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus too. Hold on to love. I'm just hearing hold on to love. Okay, that's all I have for you. One more thing. You've met your match as well. I'm hearing Two of Cups. Okay, that's all I have for you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Okay, Scorpio, welcome to your reading. So this is your reading, Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining and tuning in. Scorpio. I'm hearing she will be the death of me, or he will be the death of me, or something like that. I think in terms of a love situation, I do feel like you yourself have had to say no, and have had to end something. I feel like you've had to maybe end a situation, a relationship, a connection. I see that maybe you had worked hard in order for the relationship or the situation, the connection to continue, but it was left with too much unsolved mysteries, and it was just too cryptic even for you. Scorpio, I feel like you go very deep. I do feel like you're very sexually motivated as well, and I feel like there was maybe not enough mystery in a relationship or a connection, and I think this may have been a turn-off for you, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in your chart. I'm also seeing that you may have delivered a truth that was very hurtful, maybe to another individual, that was very painful, but then nonetheless it had to be delivered. And I think that this truth, the result of that was you were met with a lot of arguments and frustration and anger as well with another individual. you try to make it up with sex, possibly here with the Lovers card, but I feel like eventually you just felt like it wasn't helping, it wasn't becoming of your character. And I feel like even though you find sex healing, excuse me, I feel like it just wasn't fulfilling you spiritually speaking, and I feel like you had to just move away from the situation. I feel like you found it very difficult to move away from this person or situation, of course, but I just heard the red light district as well. That you could have a connection with the red light district in Amsterdam or something related to that. I don't know, but yeah, I just see that here, Scorpio. Death becomes her. I do feel like there was a difficult ending here for you during your Scorpio season, or during Scorpio season, I'm predicting, obviously, between now and end of November. But then again, I do feel like whenever you're tapping into this reading, don't worry, it's timeless. But I feel that you've been met with death here. I feel like someone has taken your innocence away. I've just got to say that, or something. You know, you may have experienced a very traumatic situation in your life. You may have experienced a lot of people that have died around you, or very difficult endings around you in your life. There could have also been something about you having to assert your boundaries, particularly with sex. I do see that there is some sort of situation here that could be very triggering for you here in this reading that I'm picking up on, and I have to say it. I do see that someone had taken advantage of you, and even when you said no. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry to be tapping into this vibe, but also that you had experienced that. I do feel like you try to fight them off. This may not resonate with all of you, but some of you. But regardless, I feel that whenever I am picking up on these things as well, this is an energy and a message, a very strong message to assert your power, assert your boundaries. When no is a no is a no is a no. That's it. No is a no. It's not a yes, it's a no. So, yeah, I do see that this person's kind of like, you know, physically vulnerable. She's quite exposed still. I'm honestly, I have to say, Scorpio, you've really got to pay attention of your environment, the people that you're around as well. Are they for your highest good? I would say it's no. Are they lovers of high integrity? I would say it's no. I really feel like you're needing to do more than just say no. I feel like you have to really physically move away from these people because they're not understanding it. I feel like you have possibly a lot of attraction, a lot of admirers, a lot of people that admire you, regardless of sexuality here. And it's like they're enforcing their desires on you. It's like they go crazy. They go stir crazy. And they're just so tempted by you because you hold such sexual, high vibrational kundalini energy, and people just want it. And I have to say again, please just move away from these people because they are just out to harm you and hurt you here, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I have to say that. Please move away from these people. Okay. Whew. Okay, Scorpio. Yeah, please do that. Cut them out. It's time. I mean, it's beyond time. You need to do this here. Nine of Pentacles, you could be moving into being single. You're seeing your worth. You're feeling your worth. You're feeling more worthy of yourself. You're putting yourself on a pedestal, maybe for the first time. People are seeing you glow up as well. People are seeing you in a really high light, as I said before. These could be friends around you as well, that may have ill intentions. I have to say this. This is the energy of coercion, okay? So just you know, tune into your spiritual gifts here, your psychic gifts as well. If you need to get into some occult, I won't say occult activities because I feel like these could be people that are wanting you to get into some negative, low vibrational occult activities. I'm saying that there are people around you you need to pay attention to your intuition here with this purple violet. It's the energy of your crown chakra. Tune into your crown chakra and the truth will be revealed in terms of your friends that have bad intentions for you, okay? But regardless, I do see that you are more of a celebratory mood. I feel like by the end of November, I feel like you'll be attracting more single friends as well. Could be females in particular, does not have to be. But people that are working for themselves, are independent as well. I feel like you've found your independence as well, Scorpio, maybe for the first time in a long time, or maybe the first time ever. Scorpio, I'm going to light a candle for you, another one actually, because I feel like we need to bring in some more blessings here. Okay, let's put that here for you. So, yeah, I do feel like, these people have nefarious intentions, and I feel like it's really time to get away from these people. These could be people that you work with as well. These could be people in a community setting as well, here with the Three of Cups, that say that they're your friend, but they're not. They walk away when time gets tough. They walk away from, criminal activity as well, possibly, and they say, oh no, we're just friends. These are people that deny. They're deniers. It's like someone going to a court and they know that they've acted upon a criminal offense or something, or there's an offense charge on them, and they're just deniers here. I do feel like these are people that work in an institution, or they could be an occult as well, with the occult I mentioned here. These could be people that work in a cult, and I feel like they have negative intentions. It's also raining where I am right now as well. It's just started raining, so I feel like these people need to be cleansed. These truths are going to be coming out here as well. I do feel like these people are going to be cleansed out of your energy, and honestly, here with the node card with number 16, which is the sign, the number of the Tower card in the tarot, that does talk about sudden, dramatic kicking out, or even sudden dramatic death. There could be someone who could suddenly just die out of inconsequential circumstances around you. This isn't you, but around you, this could be people that, this is spirit, universe coming in to say, look, enough's enough. Okay, I'll leave it like that. Let me just adjust the camera there for you so you can, okay. Yeah, this could be also Halloween period too. This could also be seeing someone who's an apparition as well, possibly. But in terms of love, I feel like someone may have ghosted you as well, Scorpio. You're coming into, or you may have ghosted someone else. You're single, you moved away from a difficult relationship, a situation, a person as well, possibly, Scorpio. It's a double ending here. Two can fight that game, I'm hearing. There maybe have been some mind games activity with someone else, and you've said no, that's it. State your cause. You have one time and one time only to say what you need to say, and that's it. And they didn't. I'm seeing here, and I'm seeing here that you're laughing. The fact that you walked away scot-free, I'm hearing, or ghosted someone, or you're just having fun. You're just committing to yourself here. Okay, yeah, and some of you could be a mother, possibly, or you're moving into that energy here. Maybe you wanted to be a mother, maybe you wanted to have children even, or regardless, you are coming into that energy of self-importance, independence, regardless, dropping down your ego, but coming into self-love, and you're transforming and changing the environment around you. And how it pays off is it pays off like this. You look like a goddess, you look like a cosmic dancer, you look like someone who's so in tune with Mother Nature, someone who is so beautiful, strong, the it girl, as it were, the most abundant person in this world. The woman, the man, the person. It's the woman, really. It's the divine feminine incarnate. This is the ultimate person, the ultimate woman here. So Scorpio, I see that you are transforming a connection. You've ended a situation, and I see that there could be someone here that is wanting to come back in and rebirth a connection here that had ended here and wants to commit to you. We have the Star card here. So we have someone who sees you as your wish fulfillment, but I actually see that you're moving towards your own wishes and your desires. You're being a bit selfish about it. You probably can hear the rain here. You're being a bit selfish about it, and I feel like that's a good thing, because you're taking time for yourself and you're doing things for you, at least, maybe for the first time, and you're going towards your desires. I don't know if you can hear the rain here, but it is beautiful. You're going towards your desires. You've been waiting for the right time to move forward, and the right time to end a situation. For some of you that still are in a relationship, a connection, you're wanting to end a situation, you're wanting to end a cycle. I'm almost having to shout because the rain is like pummeling it down. And that's the energy of the Tower card. It's the energy of, it's unavoidable. It's the energy of death. It's unavoidable. It's the rain coming in. It's the kicking out of a relationship, kicking out of a job in order to find your independence here. And I see that you're going towards your desires. Your wishes are going to be met here. Whatever you've been praying for, it's coming through. Let's have a look at the Island Time Wellness cards. You're moving towards your happiness. You're moving towards healing as well with the Star card. Whatever, you've been through some painful, difficult endings. I see that here, Scorpio. We have the clock here, so need time. Takes time. So you're taking time, or you will be taking time. You're waiting for the right time to heal. Okay, I just saw 2 crows. They're flying in the rain here. Or 3. They could be your guides. It's really coming down. Wow. Amazing. What a beautiful blessing for you, Scorpio. Wow. Okay, wow. Okay, Scorpio. So, yeah, you're taking time to heal this cycle, this difficult cycle. Time to heal. The Star is the healer. We have Aquarius. You could be dealing with someone who is a very strong Taurus here as well, by the way. You're buying yourself lovely gifts as well. It's time for you to celebrate your own life, for goodness sakes. I feel like there's an energy of frustration as well, Scorpio, from your end. I feel like you've been frustrated. You've tried to heal a situation, a relationship, a connection, but it just didn't work out. It didn't pan out. And so you're willing and you're wanting to move towards being independent and riding solo, possibly for some of you. Not all of you, but some of you are waiting also to travel and for things to progress and heal. It's just a question of time, okay? Okay, so you could be dealing with a twin flame connection. This could be your sign Scorpio. This could also be a Cancer or a Pisces energy here. You could be dealing with a Gemini as well, and very strong Taurus too as well here, who you've said no to, you've cut them out possibly. But we do have a yin and yang situation here. So there is a balance here. There's a union, a duality here. There could be a coupling. There could be an energy of friendship to connection in one. I'm seeing lots of 3s here. 333 could be your number as well. We also have 55, 5 and 5 here, and 5 here. 555 could be signs for you that this twin flame journey could be starting for you. You may not have met this person just yet, or maybe this is someone who you complement. You know, you complement each other. This could be someone who's your friend. We have love here, so unconditional love for you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So there is someone who is having unconditional love for you. These could actually even just be friends who you see as soulmates, but I do see that there is a twin flame who is wanting to come in and express some sort of love with you, or they're seeing a oneness with you, or they're seeing that they've been praying for you. Maybe you're bringing them in. It's the energy of calling your soulmate in, calling your twin flame in. And I feel like maybe you haven't met this person just yet. You're attracting this here with the Queen of Wands. Yeah, affection and attraction. Yeah. And then self-indulgence. So you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on your self-worth, what makes you happy. You're spending more time with your friends. You're focusing on self-worth, saying, no, I will not accept crumbs. No, I will not accept anything lower than me, smaller than me, let's say, in terms of vibration, lower vibrations. I will no longer accept this BS I'm hearing. And you're self-appreciating yourself. And I would say absolutely. You're taking time to heal here, and you are facing your shadow as well, and what hasn't worked for you in the past. So I am seeing that for some of you, you could have the blessing of motherhood as well. So that's all I have for you, Scorpio. I really hope you found this reading helpful. Please do check in on your other signs as well, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Aries, welcome to your reading. So for you, Aries, we have the Tower card that came through. So the Tower is all about Mars. So Mars is the ruler of Aries. Okay, so Aries, what's been going on? I feel like there's been a very strong delivery, possibly. Someone may have expressed a strong no, it's ended, it's over, I'm done. There was maybe an explosive argument that had taken place for you, Aries. I see that there was maybe you had expressed your desires, your passions. You're very vocally and very fiery. You're not afraid to express and say how you feel. Aries, again, you might have Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Aries. Aries, and I see that you may have been kicked out. You may have kicked someone out here of a relationship situation. You may have changed jobs suddenly, drastically. We're going to get into it, okay? Whatever it is, it's a very strong no. With the number 16 here in your card for the Tower, and number 16 here, it is a no, and it's almost like these two cards mirroring each other. Someone has been left alone here in the ocean, just with thunder, lightning, and you're just left in the middle alone here. So someone had said no, and you're left alone here, and it's been shocking. It's like someone who's been married with someone for 16 years, possibly, or a long time, 20 years, maybe a long time, or there was a relationship that you thought would last the test of time, but actually something had suddenly changed. And I feel like, Aries, it was not in your control. Aries, you like to be in control. Aries, you like to know what's going on. You like to be in your power. You like to be in control of a situation. You can be quite argumentative sometimes in your shadow aspect. But let's have a look. With the Light Series Tower, we have the King of Swords. I do feel like, Aries, you said your truth in a very clear way. You are a lot older, you have more experience in the world, or if it's not age, you have a lot of experience in the world. I feel like you've gone to the mountaintop in order to see things clearly, and you just had to say no. And I think that there was a delivery that was very clear and cutting, and I feel like you had said a truth to someone that you had to cut them out here, and that's them leaving your world here. With the Knight of Pentacles, you maybe are wanting to go slow, move slowly into something else. Maybe you're wanting to move towards just focusing on your work at this time, Aries, at the time of this reading, or whenever you're tuning into this message, this reading. I'm tapping into from now until the end of November, but I do feel like maybe someone is wanting to move things slowly, really slow, to the point that they're barely even moving. This could be you having said, look, you're just going too slow. You said your truth, and now you've had to go it alone for some time, and they've separated away from you here because they were just moving too slowly in this connection, possibly. Maybe it's kind of like a mixed match of communicative methods as well. I feel like maybe you just are not able to communicate with your person correctly, or you don't speak the same love language, possibly. King of Swords is very intelligent as well. So, Aries, I feel like there's been some fears about something. What's been going on? Aries, I feel like, okay, yeah, there's a judgment call, absolutely, 100%. I see Aries here with the moon doubled up here with another moon card here that came through in the collective reading. I see that you may be dealing with a Cancer energy in particular, or Pisces, or even Scorpio. And I do feel like there was a last judgment. There was like one final call, one last chance, and I think they blew it here, quite literally. I feel like someone had blew a connection here. And you just cut them off, I would say. I feel like the King of Swords is also someone who's come out of a relationship and marriage, is divorced as well. They've got some, grey hairs as well now. They've learnt wisdom, they've gained experience here, maybe literally grey hairs or not, just figuratively speaking. And I feel like they have, again, delivered a line that was not musically in harmony. It was not harmonic, was not beautiful, was not a very sweet delivery. It was kind of peppered with a little bit of bitterness possibly here, Aries. I feel like you're slightly bitter about something or someone that you may have invested in the wrong person here, possibly here for you, Aries. But regardless, I do see that you're cutting someone out. I think that you're actually also looking at someone else here, and I think that you're fearful, maybe, about expressing your desires and your love for someone else here. I feel like you may have other options. I think you're using your mind now. Before you were thinking sexually, and so that clouds your judgment here. But I do feel like you've put a final ending with someone, and I think it's been a final call for them. Let's just get a couple more, actually. And I just feel like now you're just going to move slowly towards another connection, possibly here. With the Eight of Pentacles, you're studying something, you're seeing how you can invest better. I feel like you may have dealt with someone for the last 8 years. Yeah, I just feel like you're wanting to go slowly. Maybe you were going before, maybe in your past, what you are learning now, you're gaining wisdom in terms of love, that you would rush into a connection. And now, and it was very explosive, sexually speaking, sure. There may have been make-up sex, whatever. But I do see that it's the energy of regret as well. I feel like it's not healthy. It's not a healthy environment to be in. It's not a healthy relationship to be in that. And I think that now you're wanting to do things slowly. Now you're wanting to tap into your receptive energies. You're wanting to be more tapped into your feminine energy here. You're wanting more balance in your life. Your mind and your heart needs balance here. And so therefore you're wanting to go slowly. The next 8 years of your life as well are going to be different from the first or last 8 or 10 years of your life here. You're moving slowly away from a situation, a relationship, possibly for some of you, a marriage. And you're absolutely definitely wanting to transform and rebirth. You're wanting to maybe have a second chance with someone else, maybe that you have your eye on, or you've had your eye on for quite some time. What I'm picking up on is, for some of you Aries, is that it's like you married the wrong person. That's what I'm picking up on. Yeah, you had the choice to be with the right person who matched you, spiritually speaking, or even psychically speaking, or intellectually speaking, and you went with the wrong person. And with this other person that you may have married or were in a long-term relationship with, there was a lot of passion, there was a lot of chemistry, of course, fine, but I feel like you saw the light of day here, and you're wanting to go slowly, and I feel like you want another chance with someone else. Here with the Six of Swords, again, we have Six of Swords again here in this card and here. So, you're wanting to absolutely move away, you're moving forward, you're maybe even possibly traveling to a new beginning here from very difficult times. Lots of crows here. Again, you could have crows as your spirit animal, your spirit guide. You're wanting to move towards calmer waters. Just at the beginning of this reading, I did a reading for Scorpio, and it was just raining so hard for that sign specifically. It didn't rain for the other signs, and it's now cleared up and it's sunny. So I feel like you've been going deep here. Look, we have your card here as well with the Emperor. You've been going deep into something. You were deep in a lot of emotions. Neptunian energies is water, it's rain, and it's the energy of being overwhelmed emotionally as well. And I feel like it was just too much. The situation was too much. This investment that you tried on this connection for too long, and I feel like you may have been very fearful about moving on, but nonetheless, Spirit had to intervene here and say, this is not serving your highest good. You have to leave the situation. Let me give you a hint on how you can see your life in the next 10 years of your life here. And so I feel like Spirit had given you maybe a dream, or something that you picked up on that gave you an idea that it just wasn't working. And you are the boss, you are the king here, you are the emperor. And so Aries, I feel like you were really playing low. You were hiding your light here, Aries, in a connection, in a situation, even at work. And I feel like you're getting another second chance from Spirit here, which is a beautiful blessing. You're moving towards a new journey, a new chapter in your life that's going to be more grounded, less kind of, the passion can always be there in a relationship, but it's about doing things in a grounded way as well, and doing things traditionally as well, because where there's order, there is no chaos, right? And I feel like you were in a situation that was very chaotic, and I would say that now you are treating yourself as the king, as the emperor, and people are going to be seeing that. Yeah, I see that there is particularly a Queen of Wands energy here, who you may have said no to. This could be a Sagittarius, Leo, or even Aries counterpart, who is now seeing you as someone who they find really attractive, and I feel like you're really attracted to them too. And maybe this is someone that you were dealing with before in your past, that you cut them out of a relationship situation, and now because you've gained your strength and gained your power and you said no, they're wanting to come back in, but your eyes are on something else. I just don't feel like your attention is on them at all. I feel like your attention is elsewhere. It's just elsewhere. It's kind of the energy of like you're communicating with someone and you have a glazed look. You're not looking at this person anymore. You don't care. You're looking beyond into your future here. I love this energy for you, Aries. You're gaining your power again after a long time of giving it away, okay? You're just waiting for the right time to move forward, maybe even travel, maybe even relocate here for you, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So we have the mirror, so mirroring each other, okay? So you could be dealing with someone, you're mirroring each other here. There's self-image here, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. So we did have the Empress energy here come through in Scorpio, the reading just before this. So you could be dealing with a strong Scorpio energy here, and but you're both mirroring each other's energy. So both of you may have been in relationships beforehand, and you're wanting to come together and attract each other in a connection, maybe for the first time. And you're going through some introspective time. You're getting an illumination as well. You're actually going through an awakening possibly as well, and it's very difficult, but it's necessary. It's you're needing to break this bread so that you can share this knowledge eventually, maybe to others. Maybe you are a spiritual teacher yourself as well, or maybe you have a counselor as well that's helping you gain your strength here. Look at that, we have a coffin. So we have endings, bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. So absolutely, Aries, we do have you moving forward here, and there's been an ending here, and there's also meeting and conversing here at the bottom of the deck. So maybe you've already met someone, maybe you've been conversing, maybe you had been savoring the moment with someone, and you've been feeling uplifted recently, or at least this is the energy that you'll be tapping into. You'll be feeling more uplifted and more in order. You'll be feeling more stable. I feel like you've been very chaotic lately, or you've been in an environment that was very chaotic, and these could be friends as well that could be helping you. Or maybe this is a friend that will turn into a lover, and potentially, a spouse here as well. And And I feel like there could have been some sabotage energy. Sure, you may have been stabbed in the back by someone and you've had to cut them out here. There was deception energy here with the moon card as well, and shocking attack, of course, here with the Five of Wands that came through. And there was outdated thinking. This whole situation was outdated. This needed to end. There was just a constant replaying, and someone had to get off the hamster wheel as well. So I feel like you're focusing on your work as well, and I think that's necessary at this time. I feel like you're working towards the collective, you're working for the highest good. I feel like you're back on track, or at least you're on track towards your life purpose. And I feel like just stick with that, because I think that's going to bring you happiness. And definitely your integrity is coming back into itself here. You're being more integral, you're a positive leader as well. You lift people up. You liberate people, you do not enslave people as well. And I think that as well, I think that there had needed to be an end here of manipulation as well. So I do see that there is a meetup here, or there will be, or was a meetup. And I think whatever fears and nightmarish energies that you were experiencing in your past, it's now clearing away and bringing in the sunshine in, away from, and rainbows as well, away from this heavy emotional energy. So that's where I'll leave you here, Aries. I hope you found this reading helpful. Please do check your sun, moon and rising and Venus signs as well, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Hello Taurus, welcome to your reading, sun, moon, rising and Venus. So Taurus, you may have you will have other zodiac signs in your chart, so definitely check them as well. But the card that came out for you, Taurus, was the Hierophant. The other card for you typically is the Empress. So the Hierophant, I feel like you're focusing on doing things the right way, holding on to tradition. I feel like you could be getting some guidance. You could be getting a guidance counselor as well. You could be getting a coach. I think you're doing things more conventionally speaking. Maybe you were doing things unconventionally and now you're doing things conventionally now, okay? I do feel like maybe, say for example, you said that you were spiritual and now you're actually looking into spiritual, like as in religious texts. So maybe it was unconventional for you to just be maybe in a family dynamic, just to say that you are spiritual and not hold a specific religious belief system. I feel like actually there is something here where you could be focusing on a specific religious practice. Say, for example, reading the Quran, or dressing in a certain way that is more of your cultural conduct, for example, possibly. I feel like there's something here that you're holding on to the traditions. I'm also seeing that you're picking up the things that you want to hold on to in terms of your culture, and you're dropping the certain cultural truths or cultural false truths away. You're just not taking them on board. I feel like for you, Taurus, you're committed to doing things the right way, I would say. Some of you are in a relationship or a marriage, or some of you are wanting to get married. So for example, some of you may have been sleeping around for a long time. Now you're wanting to be more conventional. You're wanting to get married. You're actually seeing the benefits of what a marriage could entail when you're with the right person, okay? Five of Pentacles. So you could have been in a separation from someone, Taurus. You could be single at this time. I feel like you've had to heal and get help from a guidance counselor or a spiritual teacher in particular, to help you heal your heart here. I do feel like you've been through a difficult situation. You may have been trying to work really hard and be more focused on your work because maybe you've lost money. Maybe you were giving your energy to the wrong person. Or maybe you've just been sleeping around and it just left you feeling depleted here and not worthy. You had to compete for people's attention here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Taurus and Venus. Queen of Swords. I do feel like you've been using your mind here. I feel like you've been thinking, what can make me happier here? You know, we have the Ten of Cups here, which is a beautiful card for you, Taurus. I feel like you're sort of ascending from this difficult stage in your life where you may have been single for quite some time, or just feeling kind of crappy about yourself. You know, you sleep with people and they don't call you the next day, or you sleep with people and they make you feel gross, you know, and you're having to leave that situation behind. You're having to leave that cycle behind, and in order to do that, you've had to say no to yourself and say, what am I worthy of? You know, am I worthy of love here? And I do feel like you're holding on to your heart here, your emotions here. I feel like you're now going to be, you know, thinking more with your head rather than what makes you fulfill your senses and makes your senses happy. The Hierophant Taurus, you're all about the senses here, all about sensuality, all about luxurious materials, the senses, taste, sound, smell, you know. And I feel like now, Taurus, you're moving away from that in a negative way. So you're moving away from just sleeping around with people because you want to experience the senses in that way. And actually you're cutting that past away. You're cutting that away from you. We did have the King of Swords come through in the Aries reading. So you could be dealing with an Aries, possibly. And I see that you may have spoken your truth to this person, Taurus, and you're just rising above and beyond to great heights. I'm seeing here you've got your chin up here, you're seeing things differently, you're seeing that people are seeing you differently because you're more assertive and you're creating more boundaries for yourself here. You are thinking more intelligently. You are someone who is very intelligent. Maybe you're reading more books as well. Maybe you're reading more self-help books or YouTube readings. Maybe this is me here that you're listening to for guidance as well here with the Hierophant. Spiritual guidance. And I feel like you're just taking a bit of a pause here. You don't have your guard up so much, but I do feel like your heart is closed to connections at this time. However, I do see that you could be keeping your eye on someone here with the Page of Swords. I do feel like there are truths that have been left unspoken or left unsaid, and maybe someone is thinking about new ideas about how to express these truths. Maybe this is you or someone else that you're dealing with. Maybe they're trying to get some more information about you before they have this Ten of Cups with you, this happy family, emotions, all of the emotions being met, harmony, balance, beauty, love in all of its abundance, a lovely home, you know, all of the things that you want and you desire and that you've been dreaming of possibly, maybe since childhood. I do feel like you're going to get it. This is also giving me the energy of orphanage as well. Someone here, Taurus, you could have been an orphan, or you may have felt orphaned in your childhood as well. And someone, you may have come out, you may have been a child of a love relationship. So this may not have been a marriage necessarily, but I feel like there was some instability in a connection, in a relationship that you were brought into this world. You don't have to have been in, your parents do not have to necessarily be married, is what I'm saying, to bring about balance in a relationship. But it definitely, let's say, it does help to have that stability, right? It does help to have that stability and the balance nurturing from both individuals here. And I feel like for some of you, Taurus, you could have been left out in the cold here. I do feel like someone, maybe a parent, had left you in your childhood here. And I feel like for a lot of you Taurians, you've had to learn to think before you emote, I would say. I feel like you had been guarded. I feel like you may have been very defensive in your past connections here. I feel like you were the ones that had moved away. You were the ones that rejected people before they rejected you, that kind of energy. But I feel like there is someone here for you Taurians, where you've had to say no, and they are knowing that they need to come towards you correct and speak truth to you, and you're just waiting. You're not acting, you're just sat there, you're not doing anything. Taurus, I feel like they're keeping an eye on you and they want the same thing that you do, and I feel like they've been fearful of this, Taurus. They've been fearful of a relationship, marriage, because of what they were brought up with in their own upbringing. but they see that happiness with you. They see that potential with you. They're waiting for the right time to come back in, I'm hearing as well. You are very attractive here. And yeah, you know, Taurus, you may have been stabbed in the back here. You may have been heartbroken by someone, absolutely, here with the Five of Pentacles. Someone left you out in the cold. Someone had left you in a relationship, a situation, a connection. There was deceptive energies here. There have been shocking words that were expressed as well, shocking attack. And it's like you're not letting people see you sweat here, is what I'm seeing here for you, Taurus. Yes, you may have dealt with a karmic relationship in your past that was very toxic. You know, this was the energy that I picked up on the very beginning in the collective reading, where I said it was like makeup sex kind of thing. And this is what I feel, Taurus, you had dealt with. So fleeting, it was a fleeting connection. You triggered each other. There was a lot of turmoil and chaos. You really may have been dealing with an Aries as well, that I mentioned here. Or maybe you had a father who was an Aries as well, by the way. But anyway, Taurus, I see that there's been resentment here, and there's been lessons that have been learned here, and you've had to learn how to let go and to love yourself here. Okay, with the Hand of Cards here, take a chance. Okay, so someone is wanting to take a chance and risk. They're wanting to take a risk here. They wanted to take a chance. They have the Ace of Spades. This is their last card that they want to play on you, but not in a negative, manipulative way like in the past. They're wanting to gamble in the right way. I feel like you've gambled wrongly, they've gambled wrongly, possibly, and they're not showing their hand. You may have been dealing with someone who was very toxic. You may have been in an empath narcissistic paradigm, especially here with the karmic relationship here. You were charmed by someone here with the Queen of Wands. You are very charming, but you're also, you have it all. You have the mind, the body, the intellect, the know-how, the spiritual acumen as well. And you've learned how to learn boundaries as well. But someone had tried to trick you here. Maybe in your past, someone may try to do that again. And you may have been fooled once. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. So you felt used here, and there was some enabling activity here. Let's get one more card for you, Taurus. I do feel like you're setting boundaries. You're going towards doing things in a traditional way here, and you're moving towards your soulmate here. Beautiful. So we have the soulmate here, Ten of Cups. Someone does see you as a soulmate. They may have been through a empath narcissistic paradigm. You may have too. There were lots of fears. There are fears hidden. You know, you may both be hiding your true emotions here. You may both be wanting to move towards this new beginning. I'm seeing a number 11 on the clock here. So I see that there is something, you just have to wait for the right time to move forwards. But I feel like once you do, I feel like both of you want to do things traditionally. I do see that there is an agreement here. There is a soul contract here. And the Hierophant is talking about something that is done traditionally. There is a soul connection and there is a partnership here. And I feel like both of you want the same things. But I feel like some of you, during this period that between now and the end of next month, whenever you're tuning into this video, this reading, you could be triggered by someone who may want to come back in, who may have stabbed you in the back here. But hold your truth, hold your worth, know your integrity, know who you are, and you already may know exactly who this is, who's keeping an eye on you, who's very toxic. This could be someone who is toxic from another situation. So someone that you're dealing with, they could be the narcissist and they're checking up on you online here, you know. So maybe this is a need to cut them out and block them as well on social media too. So that's what I see for you here, Taurus. I do see that there is things that are going to be more grounded, a relationship's going to be more grounded, and there is a potential for your Ten of Cups, you know, your wishes being fulfilled here, but there is a need to also cancel out your ex here as well. Get rid of people, do a cleanse, get rid of people that no longer serve you, that have done you dirty. Get rid of these people because they're just out here to harm you. So eventually you will be able to open up. I just feel like you've been gaining wisdom and maturity in this whole process. And I do see that there is a soulmate connection, a soul connection that's more high vibrational to the one that you may have experienced before, which was low vibrational. There's one other note. I do see a same-sex partnership as well, getting married here as well. But otherwise, I do see a marriage on the cards here, quite literally here, very strongly here for you, Taurus, with the 2 Hierophants here. So, get ready for change. That's all I have for you, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus and other zodiacs as well. Thank you, and I'll leave you here. Bye for now. Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for joining. So, Virgos, what is going on with you between now and the end of next month? This is a timeless reading, but this could be now Scorpio season to this could be Scorpio season essentially, which isn't too far away from your own chart here, Virgo. So you've recently experienced your season, and then Libra season, and now we're in Scorpio season. So Virgo, I do feel like you are being your very typical self here. I do feel like you're tapping into your spirituality even more so if you haven't recently. I feel like you are. I feel like the last 3 months you have been actually. You've been going within, you've been really learning more about spiritual truths, maybe the laws, the universal laws a bit more as well. I feel like you've had to get away from people as well. You've had to say no to people. You've had to distance yourself from people as well. You're having to distance yourself from arguments. It's kind of like letting people argue for their own sake and allowing yourself just to not be manipulated into that. It's a manipulative tactic, that one, right? So I feel like you've had to, or you will be, moving away from people that try to trigger you into an argument as well. I do feel like there have been some fears here for you, Virgo. I do see that there is something here that you're maybe scared of ending or scared of leaving a relationship or a love situation here. And I just see that you're sort of analysing and trying to figure out when's the right time to exit. It's kind of like having the right exit plan, exit strategy here. You're sort of looking at when is the best time to plan an exit plan so that you are not met with inevitable arguments. But I do see here that you could be dealing with a Gemini as well. You could be dealing with someone who will argue regardless and will try to combat you regardless. With the 7 of Swords here, I do see that there is very deceptive energies here with this huge crow that's coming through here. There's a guide here, and your intuition, or at least you coming into yourself and your spiritual knowledge, has been telling you very strongly that there is someone here who is being very deceitful. I do see betrayal energy here with the 7 of Swords. Typically, this is betrayal, deception. And I do think that someone had tried to win you over, win an argument over you, but it was partially successful. It wasn't fully successful here for you, Virgo. And I do see that there is a potential loss here, at least for them, because I do feel like they're holding on to the last straw, and you're already moving forward. You're moving on here with the 7 of Swords and the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. You're moving away from this painful situation. You're leaving a situation that just did not make you happy at all, and so you could be traveling or wanting to plan a trip abroad or a travel to travel. Here with the Page of Pentacles, you're thinking about how you can create more stability in your life. Maybe you're wanting to send a message to someone. Maybe you've been dealing with you could even be receiving a message about a job as well, by the way. Pay attention. I'm hearing pay attention because there is deceptive energy here. Remember, we did have the nefarious people, and we did have the manipulative tactics too, and mind control. I feel like someone has tried to mind control you for some time, or one time too many, Virgo, and this is through arguments. Someone who's very defensive, very argumentative. You ask them for the truth, and you know that there's deception here, and they're just deceptive and deflecting the conversation into something else, saying, how could you do this? How could you think that? I would never do that. How about you? It's like you ask them, have you cheated? And they just say, I can't believe you would think that. What's wrong with you? So they just sort of turn it on you, turn it on their head to make them, win at this argument, but it does come at a cost, because remember that spirit sees everything. And I do know that you already know this as well. You know the truth. You know that there has been deception. There could have been other options here with the Lovers card. There could also be a decision that you really need to make, or you've had to make, mentally speaking. I just don't feel like this has hit the ground yet. I don't feel like you've hit the ground running on this desire to move things forward in your life and to really value yourself, first and foremost, maybe for the first time, Virgo. You know, Virgo, this is your card. You know, this is all about grounding. This is all about, you know, nurturing. There's nature around you. There's the woods. You could be really connected to the woods here. The Four of Pentacles is holding on. You know, you're wanting to hold on to the last remnant of your dignity. I'm hearing the last remnant of your dignity, and someone is trying to lower you down into being indignant here, Virgo. I keep wanting to say Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus as well. I feel like you've had to be stubborn as well, in order to. You may have been stubborn in trying to hold this situation, this relationship, this marriage together, but obviously there's been lots of arguments as well, and maybe the sex was great, but maybe it wasn't. So it's kind of like topsy-turvy energy as well. You could be married to this person, as I said before, Virgo. I just feel like you're wanting to start something where you are feeling valued here. Okay, and you're wanting to transform this. You're wanting to move towards your passions, your desires here, Virgo, the Knight of Wands. There's a move towards integrity. There's a move towards having some fun, enjoying life. For some of you, Virgos, you may have dealt with a player in your past, and it's like you're playing their game now. Okay, let's just get one more card for you. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Swords. It's the energy of feeling unworthy, and you may have been so compassionate and you've given this person too many chances. Possibly you may have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in your chart too, but I feel like you're playing someone at their game. That's what I'm seeing here for you, Virgo. And you know, I'm hearing fool me once, fool me twice. That came in another reading. I think it may have been Aries or Scorpio, I can't remember. But Virgo, I just feel like two can play that game is what I'm hearing. Yeah. So you're wanting to hold on to your dignity here. That's the main thing. And you're wanting to move things forward. You're not wanting to be manipulated anymore. Who doesn't, of course? But you're wanting a happy ending. You want paradise. You want happiness. You want to expand. You want freedom. You want to travel. Maybe to a lovely island. You want to, you know, the island energy of Virgo as well. It's like, I want to just be on my own. I want to be in separation. I want to just be on my own for a bit. I need time to think. I need time to pause. I need time to reflect. And I just feel like there's just been too much going on around you where you've not been able to do that. And I feel like you're having to move things forward, and move away from a connection in a particular situation. We do have 4 wands here in this card, in this depiction. 4 wands does talk about a marriage. And so here with the Hierophant, I do feel like you're just wanting to have some more fun in a marriage as well. For some of you who are in a connection with someone, it's bringing in some more sexuality energy. It's the energy of orange. It's the sacral chakra. It's more fun, more virility, more sexual energy here, more passion, more desire. I feel like there's just been too much blue, too much fire in the wrong way, and it's been navigated in the wrong way. Yeah. So you're wanting to feel more whole, oneness energy. You're wanting to enjoy each other in the right way. For some of you, you are dealing with someone who has cheated on you. I have to say that here with the Seven of Swords. I am seeing that here, and they're just being very defensive here with the Seven of Wands. They're holding back as well from giving you this truth, but the truth will come out no matter what, regardless. I'm telling you. The Dragonfly. Be light-hearted, finding out things coming to light. Yeah, what did I say? Finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. So change is inevitable. You will be healing once you move forward and out of this relationship, even marriage. And I do feel like there's a need for you to be more light-hearted. And have fun. My left ear just popped, by the way. So I feel like you are getting those messages intuitively. And I do see that you know what to do here. You will find out the truth, and the truth will come to light during Scorpio season in particular, or you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or Taurus, or Gemini as well, or even Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in their chart. You could be dealing with a twin flame situation where someone has been coming in and out of your connection. Here, this is very typical of the twin flame dynamic. There's a runner, there's a chaser. Someone may have been very deceptive here. You know, someone may have been very deceptive. They may have betrayed your trust. They may have been, you know, there was a partial success in this connection. Maybe they came in, slept with you, and then ran away again. You know, it's the energy of flighty energy. But I do feel like this connection is going to be more grounded eventually. There could be a message from them coming through. And maybe there's a time of honeymoon period where you'll be able to just have time on your own with each other. I feel like they're finding and waiting for the right time to come back in. And that they will come back in once you really fully know your own worth, by the way, and maybe you haven't said no to them yet. Maybe this is necessary. Maybe you need to hold this level of integrity, hold back as well. Don't overgive, don't be too open as well. Have a sense of mystery as well, Virgo. Kisses, so someone wants to kiss you as well, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, yeah. So this is an intention that they want to express to you, and falling in love. Someone here, Virgo, or someone around you could be having an outdated thinking, could be an outdated belief system as well, especially here with the Hierophant energy. Someone could be replaying events over and over in their head. This could be you or someone around you. But regardless, I do see that things are going to be moving forward as long as you hold true to yourself and know your own worth and not just give for the sake of giving. You know, so people have to earn your trust as well. People have to earn what it is that you possess, sexually speaking as well. You know, you can't put a price on that. But if anything, can they afford being with you? That's a big question. You know, once you really know who you are, you really start to level. You know, level out and cleanse out people that are just not in the same vibration as you. And sometimes you have to be brutally honest with yourself and kind of brutal with cutting them out as well. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Virgo. I really hope this found you well. You will find the truth of all things. You're coming into that sense of understanding and truth, and it will come through. Regardless, the truth will out. Something is coming up to light here, and it's the energy of that momentum is coming through. So if this is where I leave you, thank you so much. I'll catch you on the next one. Please check the other signs as well, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Bye for now. Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for joining. So Sagittarius, I do feel like there's a need for patience. I feel like maybe you've been willing and trying for a lover to come back, or maybe you've been really passionate about a situation, but I feel like there's a need to really temper your emotions, temper your desires, temper your passions. I feel like you're also healing at this time. Maybe there was a bust up, maybe there was an argument, maybe someone had said no, maybe you've come out of a relationship, a situation that you're needing time to heal at this time with the Temperance card. There's definitely a need for balance here. There's a need for connection into your feminine energy, of receptivity, of clearing your energy, clearing your vibe. I'm also getting the energy of Aquarius too, so you could have Aquarius in your chart too. So maybe having like a level playing field, but also seeing things from above, seeing things with a worldwide view perspective. Maybe seeing how you played your part in this situation. You know, maybe you said some things that you didn't want to say, or you just said and they just kind of blurted out. And so you're learning how to balance out your energies here, and just be more tempered with your desires, with your passions, with your... It's also, you know, just not rushing into... You know, you have a lot of chemistry, Sagittarius. You're someone, you know, you do love adventure, you love freedom, you love escapism, you love to travel. But you can also be very sporadic and abrupt and spontaneous as well. And I think that maybe there was a connection where, in terms of sexual compatibility, maybe there was not that spontaneity. Maybe there wasn't that, or maybe there was a situation in your past where you had rushed into something and I'm hearing away with the fairies, you kind of just had this idea about love and you just rushed into it, and you're now needing to hold back. This came through in another reading, I can't remember which zodiac sign now, but I feel like, sorry, one second. We have the 10 of Cups here. Maybe you're actually fearing, maybe you're just having one night stands, or maybe you've been having one night stands just because you've just been scared about actually having it all. Maybe you've been scared. It's kind of the energy of sabotage, essentially. You've been scared about having everything met, you know, your desires met, emotionally speaking, in a partnership. And so you like to play the field, possibly, you know. Sagittarians, you are very flirtatious by nature. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You are people that love to travel. Again, you know, you're very well-rounded, and people really love that about you. Also very philosophical too. You have a way with words. I do feel like you're seeing things clearly now about maybe these tags that maybe people have said about you, that you're a bit of a playboy or a playgirl or an F-boy or an F-girl, that kind of thing. I feel like actually you want to do things traditionally. This message does keep coming through in all of the zodiac signs as well, particularly about doing things traditionally and actually getting, you know, settling down, essentially. And this is the thing that scares you the most. And this is the thing that you're learning how to balance and heal as well. Because maybe you don't want to be tied down, but you can still have adventure and fun and frolicking in the sun, with a healthy, balanced relationship. Okay, it's like you don't have to be chained when you're in a relationship. You don't have to be chained or entrapped here, especially here with this feeling of enslavement. You don't have to be in that energy in particular. When you're with the right person, they're just the right person for you, and they create balance for you. You may actually really have your eye on someone already. This could be Gemini. This is your counter opposite, actually, Sagittarius and Gemini. This would be a perfect compatibility as well. You could be keeping an eye on them online, possibly. You could be learning about them, studying about them, possibly on the sly. They don't know about this, Sagittarius, but I feel like you could have come out of a situation, or at least a difficult situation in your life, which was very painful and emotionally draining, in order to have your cups met, in order to find your wish fulfillment. And maybe you were tied down in a relationship, a marriage, and it just wasn't fulfilling you. There was no compatibility in all senses, mind, body, soul. Because, you know, one of the vows, at least in the Christian vows, it's giving yourself to that individual, you know, mind, body, and soul. And there is really something to be said about that compatibility. But anyway, I do feel like you've eclipsed someone out of your life, and meanwhile you've been healing that. So we have the Justice card here. So you could be dealing with someone who you've had to basically present divorce papers to. I would say, especially here with the Hierophant, there is something here where, you know, it's been difficult, but you've emotionally withdrawn from a relationship or a marriage. Okay. And unfortunately, I feel like they show their other side in this relationship. I feel like they may have been very controlling as well. This person could have been very controlling in this marriage. I feel like you thought that you were going to have your happy ending, but actually it ended up being quite toxic, I would say. And so therefore you either presented papers or they did, or either way there was an ending in this marriage and relationship. For some of you, not all of you, but for others of you, or just generally speaking, a lot of you had experience in divorce, or maybe in your childhood where, you know, maybe you are an only child, or it felt like you were the only child, and there was a lot of happiness and joy growing up regardless. And I do see that you have kind of a fear about marriage, because you think, well, is it going to happen to me just in the same way it happened to my parents, you know, that kind of thing. Sagittarius, Virgo, Virgo probably coming through here. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus as well. I do feel like this is also a level of needing to heal your heart as well, and just heal your energies, and just be more balance within yourself, I would say, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I feel like it's also a really great time for you to start reading some books and, really research on something that you've been wanting to research that's a bit more esoteric, maybe a bit more philosophical, a bit more out of the box mentality thinking. I feel like that will really help you at this time to help you have a clearer mind as well. And actually reading helps you clear your channel as well. That's quite interesting. I did not know that, but reading helps you clear your channel. It's another way of cleansing as well. It makes you happy, you love doing it. I feel like maybe you've neglected reading at this time or researching. It's something that you love to do. Sagittarius. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, look, that's what's picking up on the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, some of you may have been brought up by a mum, a single mum possibly, and you may have been an orphan, or you may have experienced, a relationship breakdown in your parents when you were growing up in particular, and maybe you had some self-worth issues in regards to relationships. So you maybe went towards or attracted people that were would abandon you on purpose. So you had this abandonment mindset, so you would attract people and players that would just leave you. And I think this is something you're healing, Sagittarius, I would say. The other thing is I do feel like you're just being so, if you are a woman in particular, you are you're so much more balanced within yourself. Like, you are the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So there is that balance there. There's that sense of self-worth. It's knowing that all of these experiences have made you who you are, good or bad or ugly. They've made you the person that you are. You are becoming the most balanced individual, or at least if you've already been through this energy or this, let's say, experiment of growth, right, which is life, the curveballs have actually made you the person that you are today, and you're so balanced. I'm also getting a bit of a timing card here where Christmas period could be significant here with the holly and the ivy just around her headdress here. That's the crown. It's the energy of Capricorn as well, so you might have Capricorn in your chart too. Where you're feeling more fulfilled at work, you're feeling really appreciated at work as well. You've definitely come into a state of financial abundance where you've been able to look after yourself, and maybe you have been mirroring those patterns within your own mother as well, where you've learnt how to work hard and you learnt how to work it well to provide a safe haven for you. But I would just say, try not to safety is wonderful, but try not to block off love when it does come in or comes back in, because I do see that there is an energy around you, or at least there's something that you're portraying to others, that you are someone who would be their wish fulfillment, here with the Ten of Cups. You could also be planning on traveling. No surprise here, Sagittarius, you love to travel. I have Moon Sagittarius in my chart. I love to travel. My emotions are very Sagittarius, they're very fiery. But I am also Italian, so I'm not afraid to express how I truly feel as well. So I think, this is something that you are wanting to do as well. Again, wanting to travel, you're thinking about when's the right time to do that, or maybe even starting a new endeavor, maybe a passion that you've been holding back from childhood, possibly, that you're making a choice about how to work on that. I feel like this is going to bring you a lot of emotional satisfaction as well for you, Sagittarius. Okay, you've had to say no to someone and you're just like, no. You've had to say no. I'm going to go towards my wish fulfillment, which is making me number one happy, and then you come second here. Love that. Here we have Girl with a Snake. So you could have been in an empath narcissistic paradigm. Okay, but this usually happens before you come into meeting or come into the twin flame journey. It is a journey. When you meet someone who is your vibrational match, it's the two cups, they're coming together. I do see that there is a twin flame energy around this reading as well. You may not be embarking on that journey just yet. You may you may be dealing with a twin flame who has rejected to embark with you on this twin flame journey, and they chose something else with someone else, and therefore they have left you out in the cold here, making you feel, like dead basically inside. It was horrible. It was a painful ending. but maybe on the next lifetime. Maybe this is about you coming together with a twin, a soul flame or a soulmate, you know, possibly for some of you. But yes, we have empath and narcissistic paradigm, being charmed or used, enable, boundaries. Yeah, so you have been enabling boundaries, and I do feel like you have in your past been enabling others in order to walk all over you, but actually, and they've left you for dead here, they've used you, right, Sagittarius, but now you're learning to be more balanced and to heal maybe these toxic behaviors of just sleeping around in order to feel empowered or dominant or something. Or even playing, you know, you're just wanting something a bit more grounding and happy. You want happiness. Yeah, look, karmic relationship. So you were in a karmic relationship, or maybe you're coming out of a karmic relationship which involves a marriage as well, by the way. So fleeting, this relationship, karmic relationship, is a triggering thing. Basically, you bring out the worst of each other. You trigger each other's shadow side, particularly. And there's letting go and loving you yourself, and this is the energy that you're upholding now. You're upholding your sense of self-worth. You're seeing yourself as mighty and victorious. It's also the level of respect as well that you are portraying as well. It's very honourable. You have a lot of honour. There is passion there, of course, but first of all, it starts with grounding and closing off energies as well. You see how this lady is sitting. She's closing off, she's blocking as well. No, so you may have blocked someone here. With the death card that came through as well, of course, we have butterfly, which is transformation. So there is a relationship that's evolving to the next phase. So that's very positive. And I see that that is when you get your happy ending here. Let's just get one more card. Engagement ring. Wow. So we have the 10 of Cups. So what you don't know, Sagittarius, is that you have someone who wants to, as I said, they see you as their wish fulfillment, and they want to get engaged with you. They want partnership with you, and they want the same thing that you want. They're also scared. They've also been through the same thing that you've been through with a karmic relationship. They've dealt with the snake as well. This can also be a friend or someone who tried to manipulate or sabotage this connection as well, possibly around you, or someone that you've dealt with before in your past, or you're leaving behind. But there is a lot of mirroring energy between you both as well, I would say. And this is eternity, this eternity ring. Things are coming back around. Look, I'm telling you, 10-10, completion. There will be union. Just keep working on yourself, Sagittarius. This is beautiful. Maybe hold off from traveling too far away because I feel like this person wants to come in. So travel, do what you need to do, don't wait around, but maybe just don't go too far at this time, okay? So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I really hope this reading found you well. Please do check on the other signs as well. I'm going to be moving on to Libra next, and take care, beautiful souls. See you on the next one. Bye for now. Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading. Okay, so just at the end of the Sagittarius reading, the candle sort of went out and all the wax has gone on the two cards here, and I feel like that's symbolic. So I will just say, if I can pick it up with my nails, there you go, that maybe the passion has ended in a situation, a connection, because I do see that someone just wanted to get their end in here. I'll show you this card in a sec while I take the wax off. Maybe it's quite satisfying, and there has been some satisfaction in this connection here. You know, it says this situation involves merely being a means to an end. So someone wanted to just get their end in here in terms of a romantic or sexual partnership or situation. Okay. The other card where the wax fell into was nefarious people are still hard at work behind the scenes to take down humanity. So, one second, I'll just take that off as well. Just recycling, and I feel like maybe you've been recycling, it's the energy of the washing machine as well. It's the energy of someone just using and reusing you. okay? You get clean, you do all the right things, you know, maybe you do get clean, maybe you're dealing with a toxic situation, an addiction as well for you, Libra, as well. And maybe these are people around you that had led you astray, led you into these toxic behavioral patterns as well, these substance abuse I'm hearing as well. And I see that this is something that really got you stuck and trapped. Okay, so this is something maybe from your past as well. This could be anything. Any kind of addictions does not have to be drugs or alcohol. It could be anything. Okay, so Libra. Okay, so I do think you could be dealing with a Scorpio here. With this card in particular, we have the scorpionic symbol here. I'm also seeing a girl with a dragon tattoo. I haven't read the books and I've not watched the film, but this could be significant for you. Scorpionic energy is very sexual, and I did mention here about maybe the passion's been burnt out now and someone had got what they needed to get. Maybe this was you as well, and now this has ended. Okay, Libra. Oh, this card is still here from the Sagittarius reading, but anyway, yeah, there could be something here where you may also be dealing with Sagittarius, possibly. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I do feel like in your past, you yourselves, like everyone else in the collective, were dealing with a difficult situation where there were lots of arguments or conflicts as well. There was a situation where you had to move forward in order to go towards your desires as well, your passions, your joy. Okay. You know, the Three of Wands essentially turns into the Four of Wands, which is home. So it's about coming back to home, coming back to yourself here. Some of you, I know, Libras, could be moving or thinking about moving as well. You're wanting stability in your life, or more stability in your life, possibly here with the Hierophant. Maybe it's about doing things in a more traditional fashion. Maybe getting married for some of you as well. So we have the Three of Swords that came through and the Eight of Wands. I'm actually going to put, okay, no, they're telling me to leave the card there because it's in relationship with this situation here. So someone, okay, so a heads up here, Libra, you could be heartbroken over something that you thought was just a fun and game situation. Okay, maybe you've been sleeping with someone, you've been going out with someone recently. You thought it would lead to something a bit more conclusive, let's say, a bit more solid. The candle has just gone out here. Did you see that? So the spark has now gone, okay, in a connection here. And I do take this as a sign, and this is important. I'll get another candle. And I feel like you want someone, Libra, to not just suck your energy and just get what they need to get and feel satisfied themselves and just drain your energy, okay, after you've, I'm hearing, been intertwined with them, sexually speaking. You also would like this person, or you would like someone, just generally speaking, to not just rush in here with the Eight of Wands and express desires and passions and travel towards you, you know, literal travel here towards you. A lover here. I just feel like you want someone to reciprocate. It's just the energy of wanting someone to reciprocate. I don't think this is something that this could be this person or someone else. I think just generally speaking, you want people to reciprocate, because I feel like you hold the world on your shoulders. Libra energy. I do see that you want things to be clear. You want people to speak their truths here. And I feel like this is a heads up that you could get your heart broken, okay, with the Three of Swords. So I would say just pay attention to that and maybe intercept it before they say it, okay? Maybe say no before they do. Okay, that's just something I'm picking up on, Librans. And I'm also saying and seeing here that this person, be careful that they may not try and force you into a toxic behaviour or pattern here, okay? Because it's going to make you feel very unbalanced, and it's the energy of feeling used. Like, this person's naked here, she's a queen, you know, and she's being treated as a leftover handkerchief or something like that. It's just not a nice energy. We have the King of Cups here, so you could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here. We have the Five of Swords. So there's someone who has a potential to express a lot of love and be the best version of themselves, but they choose not to here. The Five of Swords is saying that they are doing what is self-interested for them. So they're doing things, so basically they're getting their end in because it's of their self-interest. Meanwhile, they leave you heartbroken here with the Three of Swords. Yeah, it's basically a very painful time, something that you may have been working on painstakingly as well, maybe a project or even a marriage as well, that you've put a lot of love into it. You could have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in your chart, specifically Pisces here or Cancer, and you're now even thinking about traveling away and moving away here. Three of Wands, you're moving away from people who are just deceptive, you know, who just do things for their own self-interest. As I said before, the spark is gone, and you're wanting to go towards things and people that spark your joy and bring you up, right? There will be a truth that will be revealed here with the Three of Swords, by the way. So again, Scorpio season, this could be something that you're needing to eclipse, someone you're needing to eclipse out of your life. You're having to make a choice about someone here. And I do feel like there's just no point flogging a dead horse is what I'm picking up on and hearing here. Let's get 2 more cards for Libra, please. So basically there's a potential of someone, or there's someone who's very loving and sweet and caring, but I just feel like they themselves maybe are dealing with a toxic pattern or behavior as well. And I just don't think you're kind of like back to square one, back to an old relationship situation where that you had healed and created more balance, you know, justice in your own life. And I just feel like you're needing to cut them off, because this person is bringing out something in you that I feel you had dealt with in a previous relationship, if you understand what I'm saying. So this person in this situation that you may be sleeping with them is showing up with patterns that you don't want to have to deal with. Five of Cups, there are regrets here, and there's a Six of Swords. Okay, so Libra, I do see here that there is a real need to travel and move forwards away from a situation here. I feel like whatever was dealt with was dealt with. It needed to happen in the way that it needed to happen. And I would say that this came up in the Pisces card as well, Pisces reading, by the way. Maybe there were expressions of love that were shared or expressed, and this person didn't reciprocate. Pure and simple. There was a karmic justice here, in the sense that there will be a karmic justice for this person who had hurt you and played with your heartstrings here. They're going to be getting their heart broken as well, in one way or capacity or the other. But I do see here that there is a heads up here that you could be getting your heart broken here. And with the double whammy of Six of Swords doubled here, I feel like there's a need to leave a lover behind and just move forward. Just keep moving forward. You were doing so well. You're doing so well in saying no. You know, the time for fun was needed. The time for fun in order to heal was needed. And now it's time to move forwards here towards a new beginning, a new relationship that maybe is stable for you here, towards your Queen of Wands energy, towards, you know, Queen of Wands is you being very attractive, but again, towards something where other people are knowing your worth and your assertive power here with the Seven of Wands. Yeah. So that's what I would say for you, Libra, is to continue being assertive. A heads up is you could get your heart broken here. In a relationship, a marriage, or a situationship. Yeah, look, Cupid's arrow. So you see 8 of Wands is Cupid's arrows. Yeah, Cupid's arrows. So someone is expressing love, they're saying all the right things, they're, you know, serenading you, they're doing all the lovely things. But I would say that this is someone who's going to hurt you so hard, because it's like this was just a situation where sex is involved here. You had fun, it was great, but maybe there's not enough love to keep this situation going, essentially. Okay, there's not enough chemistry even for it to turn into something, into a more stable relationship. And I do feel like you're needing to find that somewhere else here and move things forward here. Okay, so move on, I would say. For some of you, there could be someone who has regrets about not taking things further with you. For some of you, could have regrets about not have been manipulative with you, had put you in a situation that may have been a three-party, possibly. Something I'm picking up on intuitively. I'm not seeing the cards, but I'm seeing it intuitively. And this relationship, this situation, this connection had to end and transform into a new connection. This person is having regrets, deep regrets, because they feel like it's too late, that they hadn't moved quicker. They chose a different another person here that was taking up their time and their energy. They were very argumentative with this person, and they were basically holding on to the light. The light was shining on them, and they were just listening to them. Okay, and they weren't listening to you, and they weren't listening to their true heart and what their heart was saying, which was you. You are their true love here, the Justice card for some of you. The Justice card. Okay, it's been a long day. I've been reading all day, so Libra, Cupidara, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, hesitation. Okay, for some of you, with the 16 here that came out in the no card earlier for the collective, we do have this message that for you, Libra, something drastic had to change. There may have been a sudden breakup, a sudden realization or a sudden truth that has come out here. Someone may have literally delivered papers as well. You may have dealt with a Sagittarius as well who you were married to, because remember we had the Justice card that came out earlier. That was still hanging on with the Sagittarius reading, who may have suddenly just declared and given you paperwork, legal documents, as in a divorce. So look, I want to finalize this relationship, I want a divorce, and I've found a lover, and that's what I want to do. This person is giving me grief to, they're giving me a hard time because they also want to get married to me as well. That kind of energy is it's a bit foolish, it's a bit nuts, it's a bit crazy, but that's what I'm seeing. And this is your deepest fears are coming through here. 5 of Swords, as I said before, losses due to self-interest. Someone may have thought that they lost you forever because they were engaged with another thing, passion, desires, maybe of sexual nature. Someone may have coerced them, manipulated them into another connection situation that was not you. And they were self-interested in getting their end in, as it were, okay? But there is going to be a surprise, number 16, the Tower card, surprise invitation or meeting, and you might be hesitant about it. This person could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy as well, who may want much more with you. Self-indulgence, this person may have been self-indulging with someone else. This is a toxic pattern of behavior that they chose to deal with themselves rather than with you. They chose not to heal this toxic wound, and they have massive regrets about it. They have the potential for being a great husband, even partner, who shows a lot of balanced emotions, a lot of compassion, a lot of spirituality as well, and psychic knowing, but has a potential to be a great loving husband, loving partner, but they chose something else, and they're wanting to do things differently. So girl talks, you're having time with your friends here, so time with friends, you're moving on, you're happily single. So here with the 3 of Swords, this is a separation, this is a breakup. So you will be happily single. Eventually you will be happy. You will find that happy ending. You will find stability again. Just commit to yourself at this point, I would say. But regardless, I do see that the love is coming in at some point, whether it's with someone that you know, or someone that you've dealt with before, or someone that you don't know, and love is coming. So just have faith, just keep working on your self-worth here. Try not to engage in toxic behaviors as well that leave you trapped and obsessed as well. Just live in the moment and have fun. Let's get one more card for you. Okay, that's a lot. Yeah, you could be dealing with a twin flame as well. This is the person that will bring balance into the connection. For those of you who are dealing with that, they find you highly attractive. They will say, look, I was dealing with someone else. I was coerced, I was manipulated by the wrong person, I was coerced and tricked by someone else, I was charmed by someone else's charms here. Will you forgive me? I'm so sorry. They're also going to be using emotional intelligence as well, Libra, as well. I feel like this person's going to be coming in a way that you don't expect. And I feel like that both of you know that you both complement each other. I'm trying to put my angels up there. Okay, last, and we have engagement ring, and there is like the amazing crescendo leads to that. So some of you could drastically, you may have come out of a relationship. For some of you may have been separated. There may have been a breakup as well for some of you, Libra, and suddenly someone comes in, rushes in, could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. They left you behind. They had regrets about this connection not going on to another level, going to a higher level of commitment, and actually they end up proposing to you, which is amazing. I'm going to leave it there for you, Libra. That's amazing. Please do let me know how this resonates for you as well. Just allow this person to come to you. Don't force it. Just have fun with your girls as well. If you are a female in particular, just have fun with your friends. And I do see that there is eternity. Someone is coming back around. Okay, that's all I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much. Do check your other signs as well. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus as well. If I leave you here, thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Aquarius, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being patient. If you've been listening to all of the other zodiac signs right into the end, Aquarius, you're usually just before Pisces actually, and Pisces is usually the last of the zodiac signs, so it's quite interesting that you've had to wait until the end. Aquarius, you are at the very beginning of the year cycle, in January in particular, and so there could be something marvelous happening for you in January. The star card came out for you for the Aquarius energy. I do feel like you are feeling very fulfilled and healed. You may have been healing a sickness or something. You may have been hoping and praying for something and it's actually come true. This is the energy of miracles happening and working. It's like the energy of having faith, listening to your intuition, listening to your guides as well, paying attention to numerology, angel numbers as well. I see that you've been getting a lot of angel bumps as well. I feel like this has been a ride of your life year so far for those of you who are tuning into this reading now, Scorpio season, but this could also be a year from now, next year, your birthday. On your birthday, you could be getting something back around for you, which is something that you've been wishing and wanting. Wow, that's amazing. Aquarius energy. I do feel like there's also something that maybe you've been scared about stepping into the spotlight here, being a public figure. I do see that there is a lot of love in what it is that you do, and I do feel like you are using your protective energy as well here with the black, reminding me of black tourmaline as well, green reminding me of nurturing and love. So you've been healing your heart chakra during this year, maybe even during the pandemic last 2 years as well, during this Aquarian age. Aquarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, you definitely are very tapped in and tuned into the Aquarian age. You kind of have a heads up on things before everyone else does, and I do feel like it's also no more people pleasing here. With the no card that came through in the collective reading, collective message, number 16, you're like, it's a no. Just very Aquarian energy, in the sense of just being very clear and cut and dry about it. Some people get offended by your abrupt and clear messages, or the way that you speak, but it's the truth, I do feel like you've had an amazing year. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 stars here. You've got 7 stars around you, and 8 is the big one right behind you. And I feel like someone is coming back around. I feel like there's an infinity boomerang effect here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aquarius. Let's have a look for you from now until the end of next month, end of November, or whenever you're tuning into this reading. Thank you so much. I mean, it goes without saying, you yourselves have had to move away from someone as well. Look, this could be someone coming back around, your soulmate. This is someone from your past who sees they could and you could also be getting flashbacks about a past life connection that you've had with them, a past life marriage. You knew this person, you've met them before, you may have met someone, or you may be meeting someone during this month, the next month, who you feel, it feels like home to you. Okay. Wow, look at that. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. I've just felt a pang in my heart, my chest area, by the way. This person is sort of nervous about expressing their emotions to you. They're nervous about expressing love to you. This is the energy of maybe they were a gigolo kind of energy, and now they're wanting to mature. I feel like that you are showing them the way here, the star. You are their shining light, and they're learning from you how to be emotionally intelligent here. Claim your cause. I'm hearing. Look, King of Cups talking about emotional intelligence. They're scared about revealing their true side, their truth to you. They have the potential, great potential here for being an amazing husband, a spouse here. That did come through in the Libra reading, by the way. Okay, so, and 10 of Wands, this person is really burdened about expressing their love and emotions to you. They're sort of overwhelmed by this love. They're kind of scared about it as well. Like, it's so overpowering. They feel it on a psychic, intuitive, spiritual nature level. They feel like they're tapping into you, connecting with you in the spiritual realm, dream world. Maybe through tarot or cartomancy readings as well. 3 of Wands, they're waiting for the right opportunity to pounce, I'm hearing. And the Empress, wow, they're definitely seeing you as they see you, that you have this amazing body. They see you as being a great lover. If this has not happened with you yet, they're seeing great potential with you. They're seeing you as someone that they really admire. They really put you up on a pedestal here, Aquarians. They really, you could have Pisces in your chart too. They're seeing you as being so feminine, and they love the way that you dress. They love your body. Like, they want to get you pregnant. But they know that they need to come in slow. They don't want to scare you off, basically. And they really want to transform this connection into something bigger, bolder, brighter, beautiful, sweeter as well, if this has not happened. You could have Taurus in your chart. You could be dealing with a Taurian as well, very strongly. Bottom of the deck, they want to send a message to you of something stable. They're wanting to start something stable with you, and they've had enough of player energy. They're stopping their player energy ways, and they're wanting to, look, the Emperor is the counterpart to the Emperor, so they've always known that you are their one. They know, they see, they feel it as well. They know that you are destined to be with each other here. You are soulmates, your counterpart energies. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's kind of all there, but yeah, they know it. If they haven't said it, they know what you know about them. They know it too. Yeah, look, love call. We have a love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love. That's the Page of Pentacles as well. Someone is intrepidly sending a message to essentially, eventually, in person, express love. They're a little bit slightly guarded. They're tentative, Someone expresses love, a message of love. They're thinking of you and letting you know. When you think of them, they think of you. When you see 222 or 333 or 555 or whatever number you see, yeah, we're seeing 33, 33, 55, 55. That's them communicating to you. That's them basically giving you a psychic telepathic call, saying, look, I'm thinking about you, and you feel it too. But also physically, 3D vibes, they will also be calling you, sending you a message, voice, Zoom, I don't know. And yeah, abundance. So keep positive mindset. Yeah, keep positive mindset, because your wish fulfillment is coming through. They see you as their truest desires. They see you as a long-term goal. They see that you've been working on your long-term goals as well, Aquarians. There's an element, of course, of mystery here with the Moon card here. They're being a bit mysterious. Maybe you haven't heard from them or spoken to them in a while. Maybe they moved away. You moved away from this connection as well, to find healing as well. But they want to transform this connection. They want to manifest exactly what they want and what you want as well. And they're so grateful to have known you. They're so grateful to have met you. They find bliss with you. I mean, it's very nurturing, playful energy. When you're together, it's very childlike as well. It's lovely. Okay, let's get one. Okay, that's too many, Spirit. Thank you. They have a lot to say, absolutely. I do feel like this person has a lot to say. They have so much love and emotion to express to you. They see you as their wish. They see you as their everything here. Passion, insane chemistry. There's a lot of passion between you as well. This person is very attractive. You are very attractive. You're both very handsome individuals. I feel like this person maybe had played on their looks before, and they sort of got away with playing people about, not just you but other people as well. They may have had other options as well. Maybe they're scared that you may have other options as well. They're really scared and burdened by this, Aquarians. With the Ten of Wands, yeah, I just feel like they've felt the overwhelming effect of this ending and this connection and separation with you if you've not seen them in a while. I don't feel like you're married to this person. I don't feel like you've had a relationship with this person. If at best this could have been, you may have been lovers and that's it, you know, or not even. I'm hearing we could be lovers just for one day. Okay, David Bowie could be one of your spirit guides as well. Could be someone, or music. They may be playing music when they see you. Could be David Bowie as well. Soulmate, yeah, they see you as a soulmate. Six of Cups, soulmate card, soul connection, partnership, agreement. They see the soul contract. They've been sabotaging this connection. They've been overwhelmed and fearful of expressing themselves to you because they have felt a lack of confidence. So they've been sabotaging this connection because of their ego, essentially. Heart with the key, welcoming love. So welcome love in, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, perfect. So Aquarius, I do see in terms of your body language, I do feel like you're open. I do feel like you're open to one, meeting the one. Six of Cups, recognizing each other as a mirror. You know, you are seeing each other as destined partnerships. This is something that you both know will just be inevitable. It's that inevitable death ending, that ending between the connection had to happen so that the inevitable union could come together, and possibly marriage as well for a lot of you. Getting together, this person is running back towards you as well. This person may run away from you. They've run away from you. They were having fear of intimacy, you know. They were listening to their ego a lot. And now this person is running back. They have insane chemistry and passion towards you. Don't be afraid for them to leap on you, literally like a lion. I'm seeing, you know, I do see there is going to be a get together, and this person has been playing this disconnection over and over and over again. What they said, what they didn't say. Bottom of the deck, let's have a look. Yeah, self-indulgence. They've been focusing on their self-worth. They've been healing and facing their shadow as well. And they've been learning how to self-appreciate. They've been learning how to love themselves, and they've been taking this time of separation to heal, and so have you. You've been their guiding light here, and I'm seeing 11:11 on the timer as well there for you, Aquarius. Honestly, I feel like it's a beautiful reading for you. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said. I think whatever was not said as well in the connection will be said. So there are things that were left unsaid. You may also be changing your looks a little bit as well, Aquarius. Aquarians, you like to do things differently. You have a quirky, I'm also hearing kinky in bed as well. You have a quirky way of dressing as well. You might be doing something with your hair. You might be doing dreads, or you might be locking your hair, which is lovely. You might be locking your hair or putting some sort of jewelry or beads in your hair. You're more in touch with your body, I would say. You're maybe wearing lipstick in a way that you don't normally. You're just looking after yourself. You're doing what you want to do, and you're sort of indulging in your own beauty regime. You're just looking so beautiful and bountiful. You know how you see pregnant women and they're just emitting this aura of gold, and they're just in bloom. I just keep hearing in bloom. I just feel like you're ready for the picking. I'm sorry to say that in a crude way, but I feel like you Aquarians, I feel like this person is seeing you as someone that they really want to sleep. They're really wanting to sleep with you. They want to sleep with you. They want to express how they feel. They will do this physically. Don't get offended. Don't be hurt by this. They also want to lock it down by getting you pregnant as well, and eventually marrying you too. So that's what I see for you, Aquarians. I really hope you found this reading well. Sending you so many blessings. Please do check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus as well if you haven't already. And if I leave you here, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Hello everyone, this is a bonus little message here. So for those of you who really found the It's a No collective reading with all the zodiac signs as well, this is a bonus reading for free, and this is about this It's a No card, okay? So it's time to stop pushing and forcing things to happen. So I did talk about that in a lot of the zodiac signs. Whatever you are trying to create right now, the timing is off. If you are constantly hitting roadblocks, it's because you are either focusing on the wrong thing, or the person you are trying to create a business or a relationship with is either not ready or unsuitable for you at this point. You need to relax and stop trying to push and force things to happen. This resistance comes from higher beings because you need to bring the focus back to yourself and become aware of which aspects of you need to mature. If you continue to push, the result will be harmful. Give yourself time to focus on a new direction. This card also takes you to practice tuning in and saying no to opportunities and requests from others which compromise your integrity. This could mean letting go of relationships where you are feeling drained. You are also being asked to say no to unhealthy food and drink substances, as well as any activities that waste your time and sap your energy. You can say no with a kind heart, knowing that you are looking after yourself. This is basically the message of all of the zodiac signs as well. There was a lot of that coming through in terms of toxic behaviors and trying to push against the grain, pushing for a connection to happen when it wasn't the right time, waiting for time to take time to heal, all of this. So definitely check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus for your zodiac reading as well for between now and the end of next month. Okay, so maybe you want to take some action and write down any people, situations, or things that you do that cause destruction in your life. Number them from the most draining to the least harmful. Imagine saying no with a smile. This could be a no to eating unhealthy, sugary food or to demanding family members. Also take the time to meditate on what is important to let go of in your life and what you should be focusing on. So that's all I have for you, wonderful souls. I hope you found this message helpful. Blessings to you, and catch you on the next one. Bye for now.